Hello, hello guys, how's it going? Welcome to another fine edition of Stone's Live Survivor Series.
What's up, poker people?
I will be your host, Justin Kelly, along with
Valerie Cross.
And we're excited. We're going to see some fun action tonight. So this is going to be week 3 of the Stone Survivor Series, where we will be giving away a seat in the main event to represent Stones. It's going to be, it's awesome. I mean, nowhere else do I know that you can actually just play poker doing exactly what you always do anyways and get a free seat.
Just a free $10,000 seat. No
just,
big deal.
just 10 grand, your buddy just hands it to you, just take it, enjoy it. No, it's going to be a lot of fun. So for those of you who aren't familiar with what the Survivor Series is, every single week we run a different cash game, and these players qualify in one of 3 different ways to get into this cash game. The first way is they just write a bio about themselves, which is really simple. Just write something quick and fun, a paragraph or 2, you know, make us laugh, make us smile. We don't like being bored. Shoot that to us here, and shoot that to the the email address stonesurvivor@stonesgamblinghall.com. By noon on Wednesday, and the next game coming up is actually going to be the 135 Hot Limit Omaha, and you're going to be there for that.
Yeah, I'm going to be commentating that along with Jake. So yeah, definitely get your bios in for that, because I don't think we have very many yet. So
absolutely.
Awesome.
And if you don't feel like writing a bio and you just like playing a lot of live poker, you can do it that way too. If you play 25 hours in a cash game of the same style, so if you play 25 hours of Hot Limit Omaha, you are eligible for a seat in that.
Or Omaha, right? 4-8, I think also.
Oh, nice as well. Yeah, perfect. And then the last final way is players who actually win every Saturday. Great tournament here at Stones. If you win one of those, you automatically get a seat at this table as well, and you get a 1-9 shot to move on to a winner-take-all tournament of awesomeness for a main event seat.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And tonight, we need your help to vote for the players in this 1-2 game. There will be a different voting category every 30 minutes, so that link will be up in the chat and also on Stone's website. So make sure you go. Each viewer can have 1 vote per category. You could also use your computer, your laptop, and then also use your phone for 1 if you're on your network. So you can get 2 votes actually. Player with the most votes will go to event 10, and the winner of that single table satellite will get the $10,000 seat. So
awesome.
Yeah, make sure you vote. We need everyone to vote here.
Absolutely love it. In fact, voting should be live here right now. You'll see the link there in the chat. And the first category we're going to be voting on tonight is actually going to be the best dressed player or most stylish player. So I'm looking forward to see what they're wearing. Let's start.
Some good candidates.
Exactly. I know. Actually, I'm pretty stoked. Right? I didn't know if we could top Yoda's Popeye arms before that were super buff. So let's start by introducing some players. I think. Start us off, Val. Seat 1.
All right, so seat 1 we have Lenny Lopez. Apparently he's been playing poker since he was 12 and sneaking into card rooms since he was 18.
I can respect that. I think I've done the same, but now it's on video, so I don't know if I can admit that.
Seat 2 is Jeff W. He claims to have millions of viewers in China.
Yeah.
People who are hopefully going to vote for him.
Absolutely.
If we can get a million voters in China to vote for him, I think he
Hey, we're international, so hello China. Hello to everybody watching from China. That's rad.
Seat 3 is Kyle K. Yeah, Kyle's a local. He's a team pro for Deej Poker. And Deej, sorry.
Deej.
I always do that.
I did the same thing, and I totally got criticized for it. I tried to hung out. No, that's cool.
Okay, he's a blogger for the Card Room magazine also. Seat 4 is J-Mac, one of my favorites.
Love me some J-Mac.
Knows when to bluff. Says his top skill is his reading ability, which I can attest to.
Yeah.
Seat 5 is Aaron S, and he qualified by winning a tournament. Seat 6 is Loretta. She was the top-rated bio. She got 48 of 60 points. So she's our diamond in the rough.
Diamond in the rough. Yeah, she used the keyword stones quite a lot.
Diamond in the diamond.
Right off the bat, and I'll tell you what, if you take a look at her here on the feed, I'm telling you, she's already a strong candidate for best dressed.
For sure.
So
look at that cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Amazing.
All right, we're going to be going into some live action here, but let's top off these players.
So 7 is Hollywood. He has a lot of tournament earnings. 8 is Matt Moore. He's prepared to quit his job if he wins the 10K seat.
And I've played with Matt, and he's just crazy enough to do it, so he's not actually bluffing with this statement.
And Andrew M is another tournament qualifier.
Fantastic.
From the last Sunday tournament.
Now, there's been a slight bit of a change. I know that originally this was slated to be a 6-12 limit hold'em game, but you know what? Let's just face it. We watched this for the action, and at the end of the day, we decided to turn this into a no-limit game, right? So this is actually going to be a 1-2 no-limit game that we're watching here, and what I like about this is that a lot of these players are used to playing at much higher stakes, and we're still keeping it a typical 1-2 no-limit rules, which means that you have a $200 max buy. You can't match the table stakes like you could in some of these other broadcasts that you've seen. So in this particular instance, I think we're going to see a lot of these guys just barreling for 200, see if they get lucky. We're going to see a lot of rebuys. I know these guys probably have 30 rebuys in their pockets ready to go, so I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, I would think it would be a pretty action 1-2 for sure with this lineup. So.
Absolutely. Well, right off
here
the
we
bat.
got Jason raising it up to 15 with ace-7 offsuit. Looks like Aaron called in the small blind. King 6-5, 2 clubs. So it looks like it goes check. J-Mac decides to check back his ace high there.
Yeah, and he picks up a little.
Probably might be good. So.
Yeah, he picks up a little gutterball straight draw,
There you go.
whiffs it on the river. Ace high is probably still the best here against the mystery hand. We're gonna find out. Oh, he's gonna make J-Mac pay for it. And you know what? I mean, I don't know about this hand obviously, but we've seen J-Mac call with ace 5 high before. I mean, so it's not beyond him to get crafty at any particular point in the hand.
And he does make the call.
Ace and ace 8 high.
Sick.
Oh
Hold on,
man!
it's a chop, right?
Yeah, it's a chop, and of course he still calls. That's what I mean about J-Mac.
J-Mac calls here for the chop.
If you think that you're just gonna start taking pots away from J-Mac, you got another story coming, man.
Aaron's a little bit annoyed with that call.
He is. He's looking. He's like, how do you call that? Look at the laugh. I love it.
Oh man.
I love it.
Oh. Yeah, J-Mac doesn't really give up on pots too easily, so.
So here's a little look at stack sizes here, and if you know that, I mean, like we talked about before, everybody can only buy them for a $200 max. So for instance, you saw a stack size over there, 630. They've obviously had a couple solid hands here before we started the live show, so I think we're going to be playing a little bit of catch up.
For sure.
Hello to everybody joining us in the chat room. Poker Pro Eric, Casey Town, King M00, thank you for being with us tonight. And Nightbot. Nightbot's always here, running his mouth about cool events in the chat room.
And other Justin just confirmed, yes, any Omaha game you can earn the 25 hours.
Cool, very cool.
Since 1 through 5 kilo doesn't always go, doesn't go too often. So. Alright, so we have a bunch of crappy hands.
Yeah, that's typical poker, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's not all aces and kings every hand. You know, a lot of people don't actually understand it. You know, people who aren't too familiar with the game, when they watch ESPN or they just watch some of these, you know, these World Poker Tour or World Series of Poker broadcasts, they say, oh, well, everybody has pocket kings and aces and ace king every hand, and they don't realize.
Lots of action every hand.
Yeah, and they don't realize these guys are sitting there for 12 hours to get those hands a few times. You know?
Yeah, that's definitely edited footage.
Yeah, hey, she can attest to it. This is our resident tournament expert right here. Most of the time when you don't see her in the commentator booth, it's because she's busy at a final table taking names. Really.
Or bubbling, like I bust out right before final table.
I didn't want to bring that up, but yeah, the bubble.
As Justin and Jake like to needle me about.
Never fun to be bubble.
Alright, so yeah, you guys should be voting for most stylish or best dressed.
Absolutely. We're 10 minutes into that voting period. We're going to be voting on that until 7:30, so you have about 20 minutes left to get in all of your votes. Call your friends, call your mom. Just call your mom, but really tell her to vote too. All right, looks like Jason McRoberts coming in for raise to 15 with 10-7. No surprise there.
Lenny, looks like Lenny limped. Called 2 with King Jack offsuit. Hollywood has pocket 8s. Let's see what he does.
We got to get a good look at Hollywood's card protector too. I don't know what it is, but that's like a healthy. He was over there. He's like a healthy little statue, like yay tall. Lenny's gonna make the call here.
So 3 ways to the flop.
Ooh!
Oh, mama.
Oh yeah.
No one has an ace, but ace 8-4. So Hollywood flops a set of 8s. Unfortunately for him, no one has an ace.
I know, nobody can really pay
But
him on this.
fortunately for him, J-Mac's in the hands.
Yeah.
Might still get a little action. Looks like he leads $10.
I don't know. I might have let J-Mac bet there.
Yeah, J-Mac sniffed it out.
You know J-Mac's gonna fire probably something there. I might have let him bet.
He's shaking his head. That's supposed to work, right? You're supposed to induce a raise there.
Bet something real small so they think you don't have anything, so they just like go like, okay, I'll make it 500.
J-Mac's like, yeah, dude, I read that book, so.
Well, it's funny. One of the last cash games we saw, J-Mac was in a multi-way pot with 5 or 6 players, and they ended up putting 9. Let's see, they put 9 Jack, Queen, King, Ace of Hearts all on the board. So it was going to be a chop unless you had the 10 of Hearts for the Royal. The pot's like $150 or something. J-Mac, knowing that nobody has it, right? They've checked this whole pot all the way down. J-Mac fires 800 into 150.
Nice.
And it's disgusting because he almost got somebody to call just a chop. But instead, nobody calls. Yeah, and he calls and he gets paid.
Yeah, because everyone's like, I don't want to call and just see him flip over.
I mean, because there's no value there, right? Yeah, you don't want to be that sucker who gets caught, Brutal. Looks like Jason McRoberts here. He's going to make it 15.
So, who's Hong Kong Chu? What's happening with the names here? It's like Andrew's name is spelled wrong. I don't know.
Hong Kong Chu is actually Jeff W. This is the one here in C2 who's actually going to have all the millions of Chinese followers. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
Let's see what happens.
We'll get a lot of votes this time. All right, here we go. To the flop. Hong Kong Chu, a huge favorite here. Top pair of aces. But you never know with Jason. Looks like he's going to check over to Jason, who has no problem firing in the pot. He's going to look him up here to the turn.
That's 20. Jeff makes the call. 9 on the turn. Shouldn't change anything. Oh, he's going to go ahead and put it in. Jeff goes all in.
J-Mac's got what I affectionately call folding posture here. Kind of like the cards holding just a little bit above the table, thinking about doing the quick flip. Yeah, and he's out of there. He's gone. Now, like we said earlier, with the $200 max buy, I think we're going to see a lot of all-ins, which is great, because I think we're going to see a lot of nasty just suck-outs, which is always fun to watch, unless you're involved in them. But I think that this game is eventually going to start chipping up to a fairly large game. I think this is going to be like that one of those instances we had before, where this is going to be it's not going to be a 1-2 game. I mean, it's going to be way bigger than that. It's going to be 1-2 with a live 10 basically every hand.
Let's hope. Yeah, I mean, you already see a lot of stacks like over 400. I think someone has 600. Yeah. Kyle and C3. Looks like he has like 550.
So somebody said J-Mac right there from that angle actually looks a little bit like the main guy in Better Call Saul, if you've seen that show. The spin-off from Breaking Bad. I love it. I was like, yeah, he's totally got the Better Call Saul look going on. That's rad. Loretta's going to be out of there. He's full. She's full. Hollywood's full.
If you love Better Call Saul, you could vote for J-Mac for the best dress.
Best dress.
Style points right there.
Done. Love it.
Aaron gets in there with pocket fours.
Shout out, by the way, to Matt M's mom there in seat 8. She's actually watching. And so Matt said, try not to make too much fun of me. Then I said, I can't make any promises, but he said it's okay because the whole family's Italian and they own bars, so they got thick skin. They can take it. So shout out to you guys.
And you don't want to mess with them.
No, absolutely not.
Try not to mess with them.
No.
Italians.
No. Or ones that own bars. Are you kidding me? No way.
Yeah, shout out to all the moms watching. We love to have the moms watching.
Absolutely.
My mom tunes in. Hi, Mom.
I love it. Showdown on the river. Pair of eights is way better than here. Pocket fours are going to take it down.
Yeah. Doesn't look like Aaron S put in much money post-flop there with the fours.
The whopping $27 pot. I give up. If you got it, you got it pot.
You got it, you got it.
So real quick, while we got a second off the table here, guys, we got this Hydra event coming up. Actually, let me grab the stuff on it here. May 20th through the 29th. There's like 4 starting days or something like that?
Yeah, it's 6 entry flights, 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Friday through Sunday, May 20th, 21st, and 22nd. So make sure you get in there and fire some bullets because you can fire as many as you want. I
Yeah,
believe.
you can fire a ton. Plus, it's a $200 buy-in, 100,000 guaranteed. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah,
I mean, imagine if you
great
fired
value.
one bullet, went all the way. I mean, that's insane. That's huge value potential right there.
Totally. And you can actually cash in this tournament multiple times. If you make day 2 multiple times, you can take the min cash for the other days. Yeah.
Wow, that's super cool.
Yeah.
Oh man,
And then you make history. You know?
You'd be automatically free rolling yourself into the final day of the tournament.
Exactly.
That's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah.
Wow.
As long as you're not in for like 20 bullets,
Yeah, exactly.
like I probably would be.
Which we've done. which
all been there.
we've totally done.
All been there.
You're like, oh yeah, it's a $20 buy-in tournament. And I'm stuck for 400. I don't even know what happened, but it was
How
great.
does that even happen?
I have to get first to barely break even.
It's always a bad feeling. All right, we got action here.
Yeah.
Jason raised it up to 17 and flops a set. 3 diamonds on the flop. Ace 4 deuce.
Monk on Chew here with the single diamond reflush draw here. J-Mac's gonna fire out.
He's gonna fold this flop.
I think it's easy for Aaron to get out of this one, and he
Yeah.
does.
Not in my house.
So Jeff gets away from it too. Decides not to make the call there with with his stack size plus third nut flush draw out of position.
Well, if anything,
not a great spot.
if anything, it's Jason, and he's not gonna. It's not gonna be free.
Yeah.
He's gonna make you pay for it.
He's not
so
gonna check this.
yeah, I mean, it's like okay, 20 now.
gotta
The
get there.
turn's 200. So it's like that's it. That's all you can do.
Oh, we got Andrew Pollock in the chat. What up, other V?
The other V. The other V. And speaking of the V's, the Monica and Friends show is absolutely fantastic. If you guys missed it, there'll be another one coming up. Val's making huge moves over there. I think basically the 2 V's just cleaned house, and I don't know if they're actually going to be able to get players to come back, but it was quite entertaining for sure.
We barreled a lot of wine, and chips were flying.
I love it. I think that should be a requirement, right? Just like a case of wine.
Yeah, for sure.
Looks like Hollywood is going to raise it up, mid-raise to 4.
What?
Respect the fishy min-raise at all times.
Nice.
I did.
And I love it because that's enough to get people to fold, actually. And that's what's funny is people always joke and laugh at the min-raise. But, I mean, it can actually get people to fold and really get out of it. Or it can induce somebody to just go crazy re-raise over the top, and then you get paid.
Exactly. I mean, you gotta thin out the field, you know?
This is
like
between me and him, right?
So, Hollywood flops his top pair. Jason just king high here.
I feel like my strategy at this table would be, especially if I'm flopping things where, I'm probably ahead and maybe Jason, is unlikely to have a 7. I think the way I'm playing against Jason is I'm honestly just checking it to him, like hoping he just starts hanging his own rope. I mean, that's really, if you're not going to get paid, that's all you can kind of hope for.
Yeah, I think we'll see a lot of that. People kind of slow playing against Jason, and a lot of times that's ends up working in J-Mac's favor.
Yeah.
Because he can see free cards, he can get there, and then he can get paid off. So.
Exactly. So
and he does make the call there.
He does make the call, yeah. So Hollywood bet 22. Jason called to the river. Hollywood still with way the best hand. Jason's got what we call the pretty much nut no pair, essentially. He's got the 2 pair on the board, just king high in his hand. The only thing he can beat pretty much is not Hollywood here. So we're gonna see what happens. Hollywood looks like he's gonna fire out a stack here, maybe 100, 100 and a quarter, something like that.
Looks like he's trying to get value from like a 7.
I know. You look, J-Mac instantly goes to the bottom. Like, you see that? He's just like, the perplexed, just.
J-Mac's suspicious here. He doesn't like it.
Well, I mean, and we've seen J-Mac call with high card before, so the double board pair when he has the king, like, I would not be surprised to see a call here.
Yeah. Don't do it, J-Mac.
Don't do it. Can you hear us? Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Hop in the time machine.
Don't do it. Pass J-Mac.
See, and the other thing too is that, like we were talking about before, this is a smaller limit for a player like J-Mac. So essentially, for him to make this call, I mean, it could just be I'm just doing it for fun. I really just want to get information type call.
Yeah.
Shaking his head, he's thinking. All right, guys, 10 minutes left to get in your votes here. 10 minutes left to get in your vote for sexiest, best, awesomest dressed. Loretta's swinging for it right there with the get up. I like it. And Hollywood's going to take it down. J-Mac's out of there. He can't call that.
I love how J-Mac was really thinking about that though.
Oh, yeah.
He did not want to fold. He's
No,
like, come
yeah.
on, I have King High here.
And I was like, and the thing is, he's not posturing. A lot of people will just do that for like, just like super
That
Hollywood.
wasn't for TV time.
Yeah, that was not for show. That was like, I'm seriously gonna call you with King High.
Which is even more amazing, you know?
I've done it before and I'll do it again.
What a boss.
7 p.m., Johnny.
Yeah, I recently read a comment where someone was saying, if you bluff a lot, you're more likely to suspect that other people are bluffing. So I've been thinking about that lately.
Nice.
That definitely happens to me. And I think it happens to J-Max sometimes too.
For sure,
He
right?
starts leveling himself like, oh, this would be a good bluff spot if they have, you know, this range of hands, even though that particular player probably would not make that play. You kind of give them credit for it and try to sniff out a bluff and make a hero call.
Yeah, well, it's funny because,
never good.
well, yeah, I know, it's one of those things where you try to put yourself in their shoes,
Right.
but they don't play your same style.
Exactly.
They're not always looking for that opportunity to snatch the pot, and so, you know. So low's gonna, it's all low here with pocket threes, 2 to call. And to answer your question in the chat room, we actually ended up switching this from a 6-12 limit game to a 1-2 no limit game. Because you know, with players like J-Mac and everybody else, at the end of the day, when they make a big hand, we want to see some fireworks. I don't just want to see maybe, you know, a $12 re-raise on the river. I want to see some sparks. And I think that's what we're going to get here tonight with this.
Yeah, I was kind of intrigued to see what we were going to get with the 8-16 limit game. I haven't seen any limit games streamed on Twitch or anything like that, so it would have been interesting. But yeah, I think 1-2 is a good.
You're going to see a brutal array of check raises and then sigh calls.
Yeah.
Like, okay, here's the other $12. I knew you got there. I hate you.
I don't really know what we were going to talk about.
Yeah, it was just like, okay, all right. Pocket pair is going to the flop here. A couple of overs. Hong Kong Chew with way the best. Everybody best. I just like saying Hong Kong Chew.
Yeah.
To be real with you.
I'm trying to say Jeff instead, but
Nah, I stick with it. Like earlier, like last time we had the, you know, Eeyore in the main. I like saying Mad Russian, so I just stuck with it. That was good.
well, that seems definitely
Yeah, King High.
You say you had
So
King
on
High?
the voting
At least
thing,
King High.
Six in the back door, though, right?
So
That's a good question. I don't
King
know.
High
Actually,
beat
because
the
that could
Full High.
cost him some votes if
Yeah.
people don't realize.
They could have.
In Chinese poker,
So
sir, only in
is
Macau. But
You bet the money, man.
got in China though.
You bet
Yeah,
the money
Jeff,
being
exactly.
paid.
the other way around.
So flip your votes either way. That's who you're voting for. And you know, they might even have.
I wanna
I
get-
might call for less, man. You bet too much.
I want to get paid for
Lay
mine.
back. Should have bet less.
No, you were.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
were,
Lowe is clearly the one
you were
here who
paying
put
players
in the
anyway
effort
during the
in the best dress
What you
category.
saying is
For sure. I mean, that shirt, I don't know what it's made out
You were
of.
paying
but
with an
it's
ace
surprised.
five.
However, you can't discount Hollywood. He's got the sport coat with the baseball cap that actually says Hollywood. So you got to respect that too.
Boss.
It's pretty boss. You're like, what's the name? I mean, you don't even have to say anything. You just point at the hat and you kill it.
You were the talk of the town.
Andrew sporting his
I
Kings
said you took
again.
that call. You were.
Oh, we got King M00 in the chat saying, come on guys, double glasses Hollywood is the best.
You
2 sets of glasses.
I mean, he called you
Rocking
back.
it.
He said that you all in with an ace high.
Gotta love the double glasses.
That was last week. I watched that.
With the guy on.
Chip denominations, light blue chips
Straight throw,
are
minimum.
$1
I should be 8,
and red are
Yeah,
4,
5.
5.
I think that's
Four,
Oh, you got more than. And I thought you
Even
got
what's
4
up right now, I
bucks.
would not be surprised to see some green chips getting
Watch
involved
that,
later,
man.
which would be
Yeah.
25s.
Actually, if you watch that hand play through again, though,
Yeah.
and you take the card, he
Yeah,
played
we're
like
gonna get
4,
like
5.
straddle going on this table.
Oh, for sure. Oh, well, and that's the thing is, like,
That was the reason.
I think we're just getting more built with these guys.
Right.
You know, I mean,
yeah.
even then, you can already
Feels
see
like it.
once we started the stream where their stacks were already at. I think the first couple hands was just like, hey, you guys just want to go all in, see what happens. You know, I mean, like just couple just barrel.
Trying to get more money on the table.
Yeah.
Especially when it's capped at like 200. You know, like you said, a lot of these players are used to playing a little bigger, so.
Well, they're not going to use like 5S.
And it's a bit of a game too, because I mean, it's not like just because you can rebuy and these are smaller stakes that you just want to necessarily call off your stack, because you still can only start with 200. So it's still an uphill battle. If you stack off and somebody's now sitting with 800 and you can only start with 2, no matter how good of a player you are, I mean, you got to swing uphill pretty big. A couple big hands here coming into play.
Hong Kong Chew raises it up to 12 with King Queen
Play pretty sick,
suited.
man. Pretty sick, though. I do enjoy it.
That's gonna be a tongue twister. Hong Kong Chew, King Queen suited. You're like, wow, okay.
That was really hard to say.
All
actually.
right, Cali Kid looks like he's
I'm
gonna
gonna say
pop in
that
here.
3 times fast.
And the Beetlejuice appears. Ace King pops in there. He's gonna re-raise to 27. Hong Kong Chew's gonna make the call to the flop.
And an action 3-4-5 flop.
Yeah,
Two
super
spades.
no action. Cali Kid's pretty much got the only notes. Battle of the overcards here. It's kind of like who's gonna bet this better at this point.
Cali Kid, really? Is that Kyle?
Yeah.
Okay. So Kyle with the best hand right now.
See, we're gonna have to get you
Ace
used to the
King.
nicknames now.
Just when I get their names down, they switch it up on me.
Yeah, they like
Not
to.
cool.
They like to keep you guessing. And this right here, this hand is just
Wow.
basically a prime example of position. Where, I mean, Hong Kong Chew basically kind of gives up any of his betting power here at the beginning by checking, and then Cali Kid's just going to fire out a feeler bet, and it's going to take it.
Pretty big feeling bet.
Yeah.
$50.
Yeah.
You bet like a lot, right?
Yeah, pretty much the pot was 57, so.
Yeah. And yeah, like you said, I mean, the King Queen of clubs, he has the backdoor clubs too. I mean, he would love to see a turn card, but you just can't continue there out of position.
Not for 50 bucks. It's funny because sometimes you find yourself, and again, you got to level yourself because you look and you're like, wow, if this card came on the turn, it would open up so many outs, and I'm like, it's almost like you're calling to pick up a draw.
Right.
And that's just absolutely horrible. Go away. just save your money.
Yeah,
Don't
very
throw your
hard to
cards.
flow out of position.
Yeah.
Yeah, that play works sometimes if you're in position and you're really deep and against the right player, but yeah.
Yeah. You got Matt over there in seat 8 texting his mom. Hi, Ma.
Do I have anything in my teeth, Ma?
Exactly. She's probably like, wait, you're on TV? What channel? I can't find the channel. This is horrible. Is this thing broken? You gotta hit it a few times with a wrench.
Right.
The lights are on.
My mom was like, what is Twitch?
Yeah, Twitch, what? Huh?
But I'm very proud of her. She's figured it out. She can like follow the chat.
Oh, wow. She's even watching the chat? That's next level Twitch.
Yeah. Pretty
All
high
right, guys,
level.
3 minutes left to get in those votes for best dress here before we swap over categories. So vote from your cell phone, vote from your computer, vote from your kid's iPad, go leech onto your neighbor's Wi-Fi, vote from his internet. Not that I've done that, I'm just saying it's an option.
I think I saw Poker Pro Eric said he voted 3 times. I don't know about that, Eric.
I wonder how many people are actually watching this inside Stones on Stones Wi-Fi, wondering why they can't vote, right? Because they're just like, what the heck?
So Lenny. Alright, so J-Mac takes that down with the continuation bet.
I believe so, yeah.
The old Jack 9.
The old everybody missed the flop, so I'm just gonna fire and take it right here.
Exactly. Pretty good flop to C-bet.
Cali here on the top end of chips was 658.
Fun night, remember?
And again, I'm assuming he probably only bought in for the first barrel of 200, so he's already, more than tripled up. He's looking pretty healthy in the chip department.
Yeah. There must have been a lot of action before the stream. So.
Yeah, in fact, and Matt was telling me that too. I caught him right outside of the table, and he's like, oh man, I think it happened before the game even started, but there's already just been like a re-raise, all in, like several all-in pots where people have already stacked off.
Can you vote on the lights and vote too section? We gotta go
When you're used to having like 1,000 in front of you, like, probably Kyle and J-Mac, to have 200, it's like, it feels very constricting.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Well, these players, they're generally the players who are raising 200 as a feeler bet, just to see if somebody has something big. And so, buying it with 200 as a whole is just, you really have to shrink your mentality and play that micro game, because it's really easy to get stuck big quick, because it's like it's almost too small,
Right, yeah. So we got 5 players in this hand. Checks all the way around, and Matt M turns 2 pair here. 3 spades on the board. He's gonna put out a little feeler here.
Hollywood, the only one with a spade that we can see, so if another spade peels off on the river, he would have the best hand.
Looks like Lenny made the call, so maybe Lenny also has a spade.
Thank you.
Perhaps. King on the river, no spade.
It doesn't slow Matt down at all. And looks like Lenny is looking to raise it up.
He calls? No.
Boom, and Jack Queen. Looks like we made spades, I believe. Jack Queen of spades, I think.
Spades, wow. Big hand.
Huge flop for him. Pair with a flush draw.
Oh, yeah.
Those are just flops where you know it's going to get expensive. Whether the pot's going to you or not, like you know it's going to get expensive. I had that same thing earlier, and I was so happy with it, and then I just, you know, brick. I didn't make my flush. His kicker was better, and I'm like, man, I thought I was slow rolling you.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that pot could have gotten a little bigger. I think Lenny played it pretty well, though.
Guys, I got news for you. It's 7:30 p.m. You know what that means? Next category, Val, what are we doing?
All right, we're going to vote for the most entertaining player for the next 30 minutes. So get on there and vote.
Crank up your speakers, listen to some of that table talk. I'm sure these guys are going to be having some fun here.
Yeah, are they aware? Like, okay, now we have to be entertaining. Go.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. So we were talking about this last time, and I think that for me personally, if I'm voting, I'm doing like an overall thing. Just because if somebody makes like a bluff in the first thing, I'm not going to give them credit for it later. Of course I will.
Right.
You know, I mean, for me, like, yeah.
Too much to think about.
Yeah, no. Oh my gosh. Think about all the angling, right? Then they could be watching the live stream, so then they're like playing against their players, but playing for the votes. But my head exploded.
Yeah, it's a little much.
I need some Advil.
Kind of overall.
So this is fun here. We got 8-3, Queen 8, and Pocket 8s. All the 8s locked up, so not gonna get a set here unless we have a really bad deck for Hong Kong 2.
King 9-7 flop, 2 spades. Not a terrible flop here. Hong Kong 2 T2. He's gonna put out a continuation bet of 8.
I want to go back to Hong Kong. I haven't been to Hong Kong.
And they take it down.
He had no idea there was no 8s coming. All the 8s were busy. They were tied up.
Yeah. No 8s left. Jake sent out a Snapchat. I think it was last night.
Yes, I was gonna. I thought about this when I made the bad deck comment. I'll let Val tell the story.
Exactly.
But I actually thought about this exact thing. So Jake, who also does commentary, had a couple Snapchats last night. He went to one of his buddy's home games, and there was a bit of a surprise. I'll let Val know how that worked out.
Yeah, so apparently they had a brand new deck, and Jake flopped a set of 5s, and somebody else flopped a pair of 5s and a flush draw, and they were both holding the 5 of spades or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they looked at the deck and they found out there were also 2-3 of clubs.
There was 5 3s in the deck, and there was 5 5s in the deck. So they were playing with the 54 card deck, and this wasn't just like a bicycle deck, right? This was like actually branded as World Poker Tour cards. So I thought that was pretty ironic. I was just like, I mean, I could see if they bought like a pinochle deck.
Right, yeah. Alright, so we got Ace 10 here, Cali Kid has Ace 10 offsuit, and Lenny with Ace 8 offsuit. They both, well, looks like Cali Kid flops middle pair.
Way ahead here against Lenny. Lenny's
Way
drawing
ahead.
really slim. He needs runner here.
Yeah.
And Plastica, did you get a haircut? It looks great. That's what Plastica says.
Right, and then just have the iPhone.
Nice. Hey, Plastica's just playing catch up.
Thanks, so.
They were stalking you from a month ago, so now they're just catching up.
That's
so this
fair,
works well.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
It's good. Cali Kid on the chip climb, like usual, 669
I
here.
just actually brushed my hair today, so maybe that's what you're picking up on.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
thanks for noticing.
Well, they used to just, after you grind a tournament for 12 hours, coming in the box to like say hi.
Yeah, right.
You know, they're like, wow, is that what she always looks like after 12 hours at the poker table? Or
Yeah. I decided to clean up for once.
nice. I like Cali Kid's shirt. It's just Mucket shirt.
Yeah, just smoke it.
Always a fan.
The Deej poker people, gotta hand it to them. They have some nice gear.
I picked up, the Deej Pokers. I picked up one of their red shirts when they were here. Their red shirts with the big king on it and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. Rock it all the time. In fact, looking out here, I see several players wearing it right now, actually.
Nice. Alright, we got some, was that a straddle?
Oh, yeah, it might be. Oh, yeah, it is a straddle, and he's going to take advantage of it. Cali Kid
Nice.
popping it
Couple
back up.
limps and he pops it, yeah.
This is, looks like 20 on top, I think. 15, 20?
15 or 20 on top. See some aggression. Okay.
Yeah, so that'll build into be a nice little pot builder here.
Jack 6-4 flop, 2 hearts. Not much of anything. So we see Kyle again using power of position here. Check to him and he bets 35. Takes it down.
and the rich get richer.
Some pretty ABC stuff
I was
right
going to say,
there.
well, talk to me about his bet sizing, right? Because earlier his feeler bet, he bet out with 2 overcards. He bet out, it was $57, he bet 50 and just took it.
Yeah.
Luckily, the other player didn't have anything. So, I mean, what is his bet sizing a little off? Is it a little higher than it should be right now, you think, or what?
I don't know, you bet like 2/3 of the pot there. Looks credible, looks believable.
One of the
I
things
think he'll find out immediately if somebody has something.
Yeah, no, trust me, I think he'll find out real quick. But
Yeah.
one of the things like me and Tuckman were talking about too when we were in here is it was, you know, it's when your player's firing into you and they're betting into you, it's really nice to obviously put yourself in their shoes, but think, what are they trying to get me to do? I mean, are they betting big because they want me to call? Are they betting big because they want me to fall? Like, why are they making the bet size that they're making? You know, and so sometimes I really like to sit back, recheck myself, like, what are you trying to get me? Are you trying to get me to call? I mean, do I want to call? Like, where are we at here in this hand?
Right. And you know, the players who really balance their bet sizing, like they do the same bet size with a big hand or with a draw or with air, you know, those are the players that are even harder to play against.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Those are the players where, like, you know, when you're in JMax spot where you think, okay, they got to be bluffing. They're bluffing this time, you know what I mean? I can call them with ace high, and then they flip over just a monster, and you're like, wow. Not only did you have something, you had like the huge one.
Hong Kong Chu here with 6s. And Matt M bet $22. We didn't get to see his hand.
Mystery hand.
I'm guessing he had something.
Pocket jokers. Definitely pocket jokers. You know, going back to the story about the Jake's deck with the extra cards, we just messing around, we did something similar camping, and we put in 2 jokers. And no joke, after about half hour playing, I looked down, I picked up pocket jokers. I end up splitting the pot. I make Broadway, right? Straight 10 to ace, somebody else has ace king, 10 jack queen, brick. I'm like, how do I chop a pot with literally pocket jokers?
Hilarious.
I can't win.
Wow.
Honestly, I stopped playing at that point. It was like,
Pocket
we're done.
jokers.
I'm done this weekend.
Yeah, I'd probably just play it forever.
Yeah, we're done. Yeah, forever. Then I accidentally picked it back up again. I shouldn't have.
Well, you know,
It
that
was bad.
happens. That happens.
Hollywood here with ace king. Looks like he's coming into play. Over to Matt. Jack deuce, he's gone.
Plastica asked about, Saturday, May 28th will also be a 1-2 no limit game. So basically just adding an extra 1-2 no limit game for tonight.
Is everybody watching the same thing I'm watching?
So if you want to play this game, you can send a bio for that.
Do it, yeah, absolutely. So again, guys, get your bios in every Wednesday by noon. Is when we need your bios. We do read them. There's multiple people reading them. We keep them anonymous, and that keeps it fun. Right? So it's not like we're like, hey, look for my bio, et cetera, et cetera. At the end of the day, we don't know any of them. In fact, I voted for Loretta's bio without even knowing that she was the one writing it.
Yeah,
I thought
I
it was
have no idea. Who
very
you
clever,
are,
very
so-
crafty.
Totally.
I'll see if I can actually pull it up and I'll read some of it to you. But basically, she used the term stones, I think, like 85 times in 2 paragraphs.
It was creative.
Yeah, it was nice. And I think before, it was her, and she was a small fish, and she was navigating the sharky waters. It's clever.
Yeah,
It's
a
clever.
couple good ones. So we got some action here. Hollywood with Ace King, and J-Mac check raised the flop with Queen High. Hollywood made the call with the gut shot and 2 overs. Turn to king. So now he has top with the gut shot.
I don't know what we can't vote.
J-Mac barreling.
Comes to this and then
Barrel's 40. Now, Hollywood obviously makes the call here on the flop. I can't see him going anywhere with the turn. It's just a matter of if he's flatting or raising.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. But J-Mac may be going for most entertaining
Don't talk.
player.
Oh, I wouldn't be
Could be a
surprised.
candidate right now.
And you know, we could see a small little sad cry bet call here, like if an ace comes on the river, completes J-Mac straight.
Yeah, I feel like Hollywood's a little bit kind of in trap mode right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he was ever planning on folding.
He was in maximum value extraction mode. How do we get full J-Mac value here?
Oh, J-Mac. I love the heart, man. I love the heart. I don't know.
Very good.
It's hard to shut it down at this point.
It is.
But at the same time, it's like, if he's calling the flop, calling the turn.
I'll even go to China with it.
Yeah, good shutdown.
Yeah, and it's because again,
No,
if anybody's capable of firing barrel after barrel after barrel, triple barrel is J-Mac. I mean, he'll triple barrel you all day.
And he knows that Hollywood knows that he's capable
Yeah,
of that.
yeah.
Everybody's laughing.
And that's the whole I know that you know that I know
Yeah, I watched it.
what's going on
Like we
here.
did last summer.
Exactly. Hey, those movies weren't even that bad. Oh god, now I'm gonna get so flamed for saying that. I was just a fan of Jennifer Love Hewitt. Come on, I don't even remember how old I was.
Yeah, you are.
It was awesome. It was awesome. But look at those card protectors. That's mean. That's a mean card protector. That thing's like a solid 20 chips
a
tall.
Buddha or something?
Probably made of jade.
Pure gold.
Yeah, we're popping in there.
Hollywood makes a value bet on the end here.
Jason, yeah, he's an Instabucks.
Yeah. Nice try though, Jason.
It's funny because
Aim for effort.
yeah, Jason's super flat, just barrels on the flop, and actually picks up open-ended on the turn. So it actually worked out on the turn like
Yeah,
as good as you
true.
could have hoped for, almost. You know.
Right.
If a queen comes, then he just pays Hollywood with his nut straight.
Yeah, or,
So-
why can't you just hit a 9 there on the river?
I still want some more like suited pocket pairs, like these awkward decks that are popping.
Suited pocket pair.
I got suited fives here, and somehow I hit another suited five. I got a flush draw and a set on the flop. It's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know, Jake. I think you might be onto something there.
Did you check everybody's sleeves?
Card deck,
Right?
and you don't know which cards there are 5 of?
Oh, they're all, yeah.
I like it, I like it. I mean, there's people are constantly coming up with new variations of poker, you know, to make it more
That's it.
interesting. So
Extra card. I mean,
Why not?
I can't wait for the game. When you're playing with 2 decks, you got at least 5 of a kind, 6 of a kind.
Yeah, it did, huh?
yeah, that sounds fun to me. So Kyle gonna raise it up on the button here to 10 with Ace-8 offsuit. J-Mac. Oh, I was like, J-Mac fold? No.
No.
J-Mac makes a call with 6-3 offsuit, and Aaron comes along with 5-6 offsuit. 9-4 deuce flop.
Couple straight draws, couple gut shot straight draws here. Ace high still currently the best.
Did J-Mac lead 25? Nice.
Believe he
I
did.
like it.
Boom, done.
Yeah.
Baby. You know what J-Mac does? He always bets on the come. He's like, you know what? I already have a draw to the best hand, and it's probably going to get there, so I'm just going to fire, and you guys are going to go away. Just pretend that I already have it.
It's not a bad plan because you always have that backup plan of getting there. You know?
Oh yeah, and the thing is, and a player like J-Mac too, everybody knows how kind of loose and aggressive he can be. And at the end of the day, it's like when he does make his hand, he gets full value every
Paid
time.
off. Yeah, for sure. And that flop is a pretty good one for him to donk bet.
Are you serious?
He's calling the small blind. He could easily have like 9 deuce,
You have to go
4
and
deuce,
see
you
and
know,
tell
he
them
could
that.
easily
You
hit
have
that
to tell
flop.
them.
So.
You're playing the illusion of I'm in the blinds. They totally have some of this game.
The flight's cheaper.
Cali Kid,
I actually saw it. I saw the
another
one.
decent hand, ace-9 suited on the cutoff.
You can't tell anybody though until
J-Mac.
after the game because you can get all the votes on
Gonna
that one.
let the king-6 offsuit go. Nice discipline fold there, J-Mac.
Very strong, very strong.
So proud.
J-Mac's like any 2 cards. It doesn't even really matter what it is. You know, he's in
Except
there.
for king-6 offsuit.
Yeah, well, you know,
Unless he's
accidents
feeling it.
happen. Accidents happen. He
Yeah.
probably was just distracted somewhere else. He should
Yeah,
have
he
been
was
ready.
thinking about something
Yeah,
else.
for sure.
It was a razor fold situation.
Every Wednesday here they have a 5-10 limit.
And once a month at 10:25.
These guys are talking about like the 5-10 game, the 10-25 game.
It's
I mean,
hilarious.
these guys, you'll see them in this 1-2, and then you'll see them in 10-25 next
Oh yeah,
week.
no, it's hilarious, and that's what I love. I mean, because I know for a fact that with a $200 max buy, that several players at this table literally came here with over $5,000 in their pocket and to play a $200 max buy 1-2, and I love it. I just absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, that's right. There you go.
So get down here to play with these players after the stream game.
Absolutely, yeah. Guys, just because the stream stops, these guys are still playing. You don't get the quality Hollywood TV table time, but at the same time, these guys get crazy, especially after the stream. Then the drinks really start flowing, the chips start flowing. This is honestly the 1-2 game that I would want to be in for sure.
Oh yeah.
Because even though you'll probably be heavily outstaffed, buying him for 200, your upside potential is astronomical. I mean, that's the game where you're like, oh, I bought him for 200, and I cashed out 1,500. You know, and you're like, sweet. This is like the best night of poker ever. Guys, we're coming up on the halfway mark. 15 minutes left to vote right here for the most entertaining player. Who do you love?
Who do you love?
Who do you like? Who do you hate?
We got Lenny. Lenny made the call with ace-6 suited. J-Mac with smaller hearts, 10-9 suited. 10-9 of hearts raised to 15. Low gonna make the call with 9-10.
J-Mac
Not suited.
J-Mac raising against higher hearts and tied cards with low. This could get interesting here. Matt says, nah, I'm out of here. Probably just a little too pricey for Matt.
Lenny gonna see a flop with his suited ace here. King 5-3, 2 diamonds.
Whiffs everybody. Nobody's got anything super whiff. That could be borderline donk board, but I mean, here's the deal, especially with a J-Mac pre-flop raise,
Yeah.
representing a king on this board, very easy to do, very plausible. I mean, no matter what your playstyle is, if you pre-flop raise and everybody checks to you and you can bet it, oh, look at this,
Definitely,
Lenny's gonna look him up.
Yeah, nice. I like that call by Lenny.
Love it, non-believer.
Problem is he prepared to call all the way down?
Yeah, or is he prepared to start fire back? I mean, I imagine if he's flatting, it's probably the opportunity to take this pot. Now this is interesting. He's going to check over to J-Mac, and J-Mac doesn't necessarily put him on a 3, but then again, if you think J-Mac has nothing, you could have easily called with just a 3.
Right.
Like an ace-3 and got there. But J-Mac's going to try and figure that out right now, it looks like.
And Lenny could also have diamonds here, just for a flush draw, so Jason's going to take the spot to double barrel.
Oh, and Lenny did that! Oh, that's exactly what he was planning the whole time. Oh no! How the pump fake? Oh God, I was almost there. I was so excited. I was like already counting it down. I'm like, it looks like 120 something.
Oh!
And you know what it was? You know what it was?
Fired.
So he either needed a fire right there into Jason, or if Jason had bet smaller, because Jason betting 65,
That is
right? He's already basically dedicated. If the guy pushes 120, he's gonna call no matter what. I mean, honestly,
Yeah,
it's like, whatever.
Kind of loses his fold equity there by
Yeah.
checking, and when Jason bets that much,
God, he had the right idea. He just needed to pull the trigger.
pull the trigger.
He like loaded the gun, and it was all
Yeah,
set up with the
cocked
target,
it.
and then just like set it down. Oh man.
Well, good instincts though by Lenny. He definitely had the read. He just didn't pull the trigger there. And you know, J-Mac does that to people.
Yeah.
He confuses you.
No, and that's one of the things that J-Mac put in his bio is that he loves to, he plays a big part of his game is the mental aspect too. He loves to needle you. He has no problem needling you at the table. He loves to basically just tilt you. I mean, if he tilts you, like, and I said this before, he likes to send out money. And he has no problem bluffing off chips now, fully knowing that that's going to get back to him with
He likes to
interest.
circulate it,
With
yeah.
interest later, yeah. He does his little donation to the poker
Nice,
community,
yeah.
and it comes right back.
So Jeff raised it up with the King Jack suited. Cali Kid calls with pocket fives. Jason makes the call with ace 8 suited. We got action.
Matt M, my boy over here. Oh, I thought he was going to get crappy. Everybody with the
That would've been
posturing.
nice. That would've
Everybody
been
with the
nice.
posturing. Oh, yeah. I think he could have blown most of these guys off his hand.
Now Andrew, 6-9 suited in the big blind. I was gonna say, it's a pretty good spot to call there. See a 5-way flop.
Oh, look at this. Set right on the flop for Cali Kid. Hit him like a bullet.
Wow.
Loving life.
6-5 deuce.
Top pair for Andrew M.
I would think Andrew M isn't gonna get too crazy here.
No, he doesn't
Try
really
to get
have
away
any.
from
Yeah, he
the
doesn't have any sort of redraw. He doesn't know it, but he's really glad Spades didn't come because Hung Kong Chu would have had his number.
True. And you know, I saw Andrew play in the Sunday final table. And obviously, it's a different kind of game. It's the tournament versus the cash game, but alright, makes the call. Hopes for he could turn this into a straight. It's a backdoor straight.
Yeah, running 7-8 action.
Wow.
Oh wow,
Is that a real card?
It's a real card, and I swear there's only 4 5s
How
in this
many
deck.
5 of spades are
This is
there?
not the deck we were talking about that Jake was playing with at all, I promise. Now, about this, right, so by the board pairing like that, it's actually kind of crazy because it's almost, Andrew could be thinking there's almost a less likely chance now that Cali Kid has a 5, when in fact Cali Kid has 2 5s. So Andrew could have think that this actually wasn't the worst card for him here. But he checks over to Cali Kid, and Cali Kid's going to fire.
I'm playing with this tonight.
At the same time, if Cali Kid does have a 6 or a 5, or like an over pair, which
Oh, I think there might be an all in there.
we have.
Wait, no, what's that? Yeah, that was an all in. It was, yeah, it was an all in and a snap call. Snap call. I mean, it happens so. I thought I saw the yellow all in button. You can toss it. It happens so quick, you know. And we've all been in Andrew's position there, where you just make a misread and you go all in, and they snap call, and you just instantly your heart just drops. You're like, oh god,
Yeah.
I have made a horrible
Snap
mistake.
calls, you know you're not good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
it's kind of a sick spot for Andrew, and it's like we were talking about.
It's on 11.
Kyle has been barreling these. I mean, at least continuation betting with just overs. So Andrew, probably thought it was another spot like that, and
Cali Kid, the
ran
rich,
into it,
the
man.
rich get richer. 957.
Wow.
I'm assuming
And a
bought in for
1-2
two.
game.
Already killing it, guys.
With
I'm
a
telling you.
$200 cap.
And it's
he has
like it.
$60,000.
And it's been going less than an hour here on the stream. Stay
Crazy.
tuned. Don't go anywhere.
got it.
Order your meal to go. Bring it
We
in.
got action. Or come eat at Sammy's, even better.
Yeah, no, delicious food.
Good food down
If you're
here.
playing, you get those sweet happy hour prices.
11.
I actually haven't, and this isn't even like a plug, I haven't really had anything bad on the menu yet. Like, I try to order different fun things, and it's all
Yeah.
really, really good.
Chips on 11.
It's like I had the
Red.
duck tacos. I don't even eat duck, and they were delicious, you know?
Oh my gosh. You can't go wrong with duck tacos.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
I'm going back to Wi-Fi. Just watching. Wasting my money on this. 35 call.
Where are we on the voting? We got about 10 minutes left to vote for the second category, most entertaining player. So I think we have some good candidates for this one. So make sure you get on there and vote. So Jason puts in a 3-bet there to $35 with Queen 6 suited. The internet hand.
The internet
Takes it
hand.
down.
Take it.
I think he's putting some pressure on Kyle K. He has position on him. They're probably I don't know, maybe the two most aggressive players, or at least right now. They seem to be barreling the hardest. But yeah, it looks like J-Mac putting some pressure on Kyle.
I knew we'd get all sorts of action at this table. So we were talking about Loretta's bio earlier. I wanted to read a little bit of this to you.
Oh, nice.
So she wrote, Diamond in the Rough, the Stone Survivor Series is a stepping stone to the WSOP main event. Stone's heavy lifter, the Snake Jake from the Braun team, has won the first challenge. He brought big guns to a stone fight. Then she keeps going on. She says, as my mother told me not to throw stones if I live in a glass house. Admittedly, they are both strong stones contenders for the seat, but the winner's still not set in stone. And this goes on and on and on. And I gotta be honest with you, it's actually pretty funny to read.
It definitely gets creativity points,
Yeah,
you know?
no, I'll take it. I'll take
So
it.
don't just send in I'm the best, vote for me.
Yeah.
Okay, give us a little bit more than that, Be creative.
One of the other bios I thought, actually we saw Viet in the first stream here, and his bio said something like, well, you want some credentials? I wrote world's best poker player on a piece of paper and I framed it and it's on my wall.
That was my favorite.
Wasn't that great? My favorite
That was
bio,
my favorite
right?
line in a bio so far.
Oh yeah, and then he went on and he's like, why do you want
No,
me
you
to
said
stream?
hella good player. or
Hella good
something.
player, yeah. And then he's like, I'm the Asian Ryan Gosling, which if you've seen Viet, he is not. Sorry Viet if you're listening, but it's true. And then he said, and besides, you want me on your stream because I'm the 4th funniest person to ever set foot in Stones. And just saying the 4th funniest anything, I'm already in. I'm a fan.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
again, have fun with the bios, guys, for sure.
We want to, we want to get people in here who aren't afraid to
get going with Wi-Fi,
throw
right,
on
yeah.
some chips, aren't afraid to have fun, It's fun.
That is
And Plastic CA actually says, every time we get a wide shot, I'm more impressed by Lo. Seems like she's brought a different persona every week.
For sure.
It's totally true. She has,
Yeah,
even in the
it's
bios
amazing.
too. So, Hong Kong
that about
Chew
her.
waking up with some Cowboys. Action over to Lowe. She got out on Hollywood now.
Hollywood with hold on, we just saw it. It was Queen 10 suited, I believe. Queen 10 of clubs.
Queen 10's my kryptonite, man.
Man.
That's got my number. Oh, he's in there.
Yeah, he's gonna raise it up to 12.
Well, see, Jason had raised it to 12.
Oh,
I think, and I
okay,
think
okay.
he might. Was that a re-raise? We're gonna find out.
Hollywood just flatted.
Just flat calls.
And now Hong Kong Chew gonna
Yeah, Hollywood
look down
flat
at
calls.
2Ks here. Guessing we'll see a 3-bet. Especially against J-Max Open, you can't really just flat there.
Yeah.
33 total.
Or you could trap, but you know, with the third player in there too.
And that's the problem, is that you really want to isolate it down. I mean, like heads up against J-Mac, sure, but you don't want 3 or 4 people trying to crack your kings.
And all the clubs out.
Yeah, seriously, all the clubs out. I wouldn't be surprised
Only
watching.
5 clubs in this
It's still gonna hit clubs too. Like that's what we've seen before. Like, oh, there's no way. Yeah, the clubs can come.
So Hong Kong Chu raises it up 33. Obviously, J-Mac makes the call with 4-5 suited.
And
Which I like.
Mastic 707. I love that cash games are getting streamed as well. I totally love watching some good cash games. You know, it's real money. It's real people doing exactly what they do. There's no editing. There's no Hollywooding. And this is their pocketbook they're working for here. So the flop.
Wow, everyone has a little piece. 10-5 deuce. So J-Mac has second pair. Hollywood with top pair. And of course, Hong Kong Chu with overpair.
85.
Wow, and he just fires.
Straight up. Now J-Mac could be thinking, now this is going to be interesting because depending on what J-Mac does, I think Hollywood's thinking he's going to at least look him up, probably go further in his hand. I don't think he's necessarily putting him on an overpair.
Yeah.
But if J-Mac gets crafty here, that could affect Hollywood's decision.
Yeah, J-Mac in a pretty tough spot here. I know he doesn't want to fold a pair.
Yeah, no, I know.
Especially the way the table's playing, you know. Jeff could definitely just be doing this with Ace King or something like that. The problem is J-Mac has Hollywood behind him, and he doesn't know what he has.
Sometimes that's a huge part of it. I mean, position can be really everything at the table sometimes. And with a player behind you not knowing what they're going to do, I've been in that situation multiple times where there's somebody behind you and you're just like, how do I even get over this? Because I'm not even worried about the person who's betting, I'm worried about the person behind me.
You think you have them beat, but you're afraid that, the person behind you is going to pop it up or something.
You can see Lo there's watching the stream.
This is awkward.
You know, we talked about this. It gives you so many levels to your game at that point because you know when somebody bluffed you a half hour ago, and now and it's funny because again they know that you know that they bluffed you. So are they like re-bluffing me or what's going on here?
Yeah, I think Jeff's sizing there was a little big. And you see Hollywood just easily gets away from the top pair there. But I think with J-Mac in the hand and 2 hearts on the board.
You're here for 3, 4, 5 months.
And the funny thing is that's how you play against different players too. Because if J-Mac had been being the same aggressor there against Hollywood, I bet Hollywood's not getting off his queen 10.
Right, yeah, totally.
But with a type player like that who was clearly showing aggression pre-flop, you're like, I'm going.
Good luck to you. The guy's already started well.
Guys, 3 minutes left, 2 to 3 minutes left here to get in your votes, so definitely get them in because we got another voting round coming up here pretty quick.
Yeah,
and,
so 2 more minutes for most entertaining player.
That's it. I'm in. Vote for your fave, vote who you like.
Yeah.
Supposedly you can get into something.
Low raises it up to $8 with pocket fives.
Consider it a final table. Consider it a 9.
Hey, Waprai, welcome to the chat room.
Justin
What's up,
tried to find
Waprai?
it, but it's still not a good experience. He has to.
Oh, come on.
I mean, because you still get all the prop plays and everything else.
Lowe's gonna take it down, pocket fives instilling fear in everyone.
Nice.
They're like, we can't beat that, we're out of here.
Can't beat the cowboy hat.
No,
It's hard
you
to
can't
beat
beat
a
that.
cowboy hat.
Sometimes you look at somebody, you're like, they know what they're doing. Or you look at them and they're like, they have no idea what they're
He's got the
doing.
glasses.
Oh, she's bringing the A game, the extra reflective glasses too. The ones where like, if you lift up your cards high enough, I can almost want to see your cards in your glasses.
I always try to see if I can see the cards.
Yeah.
I don't like try to see them.
Just is it a potential? Is it a possibility? You know. And I feel like when did the super reflective glasses at the table was that? Because I know Moneymaker, that was his thing, right? He wore like Oakleys that were super reflective, and it was just all mirrors.
Trailblazer.
Yeah, doing it. He's Trailblazer on a lot of fronts there. I mean, he spiked the game hard.
Oh wow. So Lenny with Ace King. See raise from him.
Conchu gets away, Kelsey gets away.
The RP's funny.
I think he raised a little bit more because J-Max and small blind.
Yeah. And I was saying, we can't see what Jason has, we can't see what J-Mac has at this point, but I was going to make a joke like, well, he has 2 cards, so he's calling.
It's true, it looks like he has 2 cards.
And again, like he's raised to $15. I mean, J-Max, he's used to playing a 5-10 game or a 10-10 game. You know, that's the blinds. So of course I'm going to see.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I guess the bigger sizing was because of that.
huge flop for Lenny here. Top for Lenny. Looks like we got a random little gutter ball straight draw here for Aaron if he spikes a 7. And Jason just kind of needs a couple running hearts. He kind of whiffed it pretty hard.
But J-Mac with the real hand, I mean.
I know. Nobody saw that coming. He can easily represent 6-9 here.
Yeah, I have a real hand here, and I just whiff.
We sent him up there.
What the heck?
Down, I'm down.
It's not gonna give up.
Who's
Makes
running
the
it?
call.
Valerie and who else?
So,
Guess what, guys? It's 8
oh
p.m.
my.
You know what that means? Next category up, Val. What are we voting
All
on?
right, we're gonna vote for the biggest action player,
Ooh,
the player who gambles the most.
I mean, I don't want to sway votes, but I know I gotta go with J-Mac on this one. I mean, I'm sorry. He's pushing chips. I mean, J-Mac, Cali Kid, they're both just they're putting
For
chips in the
sure.
pot.
Yeah.
Every hand.
Yeah, they are. I mean, J-Mac's definitely barreling the hardest, I would say.
Yeah,
But,
for sure.
you know.
I love it. And the funny thing is, I know this is smaller stakes for these guys, but just because they're having fun and they're playing a little loose and stuff doesn't mean that it's like this is they're not taking this seriously. They're taking this very seriously. I mean, they're still in it to play some solid poker and really maneuver around their opponents just like usual, regardless of the stakes.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone at this table pretty much is,
I'll have a beer. 8 o'clock.
like you said, like serious players.
Yeah.
They want to be profitable in the game, and they're trying to do whatever they can to.
I know Lowe's like a tournament grinder, and then Hollywood's got over $100,000 in tournament cashes or whatever.
Apparently.
I mean, that's these guys are not new to the game, and I actually really like that they're playing this small ball. It's we're just warming up in the baseball
it's kinda
game,
cool.
hanging out,
So Matt M raises it up to $7 with Ace Jack offsuit. Jason with a pair on the button. He ain't
Oh, Bud Light.
And Low will fold in the big blind with 9-5. 7-4-4 flop, couple clubs.
This is right in J-Mac's range. I know. I mean, regardless of if he has deuces or not, but J-Mac. So this,
Right.
you never know. Option right here first on Matt. He's gonna fire 16. J-Mac with an insta call.
Oh my
my God! J-Mac's got the horseshoe. Just killing it. He's got the deuce magnet.
Wow.
Turns the boat.
I mean, unfortunately, Matt doesn't have a club, but it's still J-Mac. So
I know, right?
looks like Matt's gonna fire a second bullet here.
And this is what you were talking about earlier. J-Mac's persona at the table of firing with air and being loosey-goosey and calling
Yeah.
with not much gets him paid. Totally gets him paid.
It really does.
And look, he just
makes
flat
people
calls.
make mistakes,
I
for
love
sure.
it. It's great play with J-Mac. Flat
Yeah,
calls just to
flats.
get paid.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because he raises there, Matt's gone. He's letting Matt hang his own
Yeah, it
noose
looks
here.
like he has like 5-6
Yeah.
or one club.
Yeah, exactly, one club.
J-Mac
Yeah.
Looks like. So I really like that flat.
So-
And Matt M's gonna fire a third barrel here.
Fires 25. I can't see Matt really continuing in this hand any farther.
Yeah.
But I like the way J-Mac played this hand. I think by not raising Matt, he literally just gave him just enough rope to let himself, slowly hang himself.
Yeah.
Right? Because if he raises at any point, Matt's gone.
And
So,
Matt's like,
Playing that like a donkey.
Matt's like, really? Did I just run into the one hand
dude.
J-Mac actually
yeah, and
has?
that's what makes it so hard to believe. You're like, is this the one time that J-Mac just has a monster? And he's lucky. Honestly, he's lucky he didn't have more.
Yeah.
Because if he actually had like a decent hand as opposed to just Ace Jack high,
Right.
I think he's paying off J-Mac
Yeah,
all day.
exactly.
He's paying off J-Mac all day there.
Even if he rivered a 9 there,
about it.
like a jack or ace peels off on the river, he probably pays him off. And that's why J-Mac flats on the turn too. Like let him try to catch up or
Yeah.
think he catches up. Yeah.
See, I'm so unlucky that whenever I flat to let somebody catch up, they catch up too good, and then they actually like, I hit my bigger boat, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
that's
you gotta let him
great.
catch just enough,
Just a little bit, just.
but not like surpass you. It's a delicate balance.
And here, Matt, what a sport at the table. He said, nice hand, Jay. Nice hand, Jason. So
Yeah.
I don't know if Jason told him, but either way, he believes him. He's a believer.
Yeah.
And J-Mac, J-Mac actually did call with the best hand in the whole way.
Oh,
He
yeah.
called it before he even spikes the deuce on the turn. It was
Yeah,
good on the
and
flop, so.
you can't fault Matt for
Yeah.
that play
Yeah.
with J-Mac's range there, but just didn't work out that time.
Top pair for low here. Waking up with a little something, something. No spades. Actually, Lo's the only person with the spades in case it wants to go running spades. So she's actually in a little bit better position than I think she even knows here.
Yeah, no one else has much of anything.
Oh, she's going to take it.
Yeah.
Bets it, wins it.
No one else can continue there. Yeah, you guys should be voting on the third category. Biggest action player who gambles the most.
Keep voting. Cool Brit says finger cramp from all the voting here. Get in your votes. Keep clicking it. Go for it. Like I said, run down the street, leech onto all the Wi-Fi as you can. You're down the block. You can vote like 10 times from all your neighbors' houses.
Right.
I know that Matt's mom is probably watching. She's out there. She's on like hopping international over to other websites like voting for my son.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Love it.
J-Mac doesn't get some votes for this third category. Biggest action player.
Oh, huge.
I'm gonna be a little suspicious, guys. Come on.
Yeah, I know. Come on, guys. Come on. If there's any time where you're like, you're gonna vote with your heart, I think J-Mac is most action
with your
for
heart,
sure.
guys.
Vote with your heart and your mouse and your computer, but mostly your heart. Mostly your heart.
Alright, we got some hands here. What is it? What's happening?
Looks like, now again, we're not actually, and I kind of like this, we're not actually watching any of the live voting, so we don't know until the very end who the winner is. But I know that it shows the results on there, but it sounds like it's pretty close right here from Wapri saying that there's some guys within 5 votes of each other.
Oh,
so,
wow, nice.
So get on your social media, call out your friends, really get in there and rally up some troops here.
So Kyle brings it up with ace-jack suited. We got a few callers. King 10, 9 flop.
It's right in the middle of everybody here.
Yeah.
Oh, checks around. This puts him open-ended here, so double gutter technically, open-ended for ace-jack. But thing is, if queen comes, ace-jack are both going to make the extra large straight, and so they're really going to think that they're like pulling one over on each other. So that would be fun to watch.
Right.
Between those two, even though they'd end up chopping.
And Jeff here with actually the best hand. In a four-way pot, you can't feel too good about it.
No, and it's kind of a scary board, you know?
Yeah, especially with Lenny leads out with deuces.
And he bets 22.
$22
Code betting the deuces.
Kyle gonna make the call.
Yeah, looks like that.
And Andrew with the same hand as Kyle, so they both have open-ended. He's gonna get in there too, looks like.
Rebound.
Wow, 10 on the river.
I think this is still kind of anyone's pot, right? Whoever wants to fire out of the pot's already getting pretty healthy now at 129.
Jeff should be pretty sad.
On my 7-4.
Jeff should be pretty sad. He folded the ace-10.
I think I had ace-jack or something.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can't wait.
It's the worst thing ever.
So we just got some news, guys. We're gonna play the good old 7 deuce game. And for those of you who aren't familiar with that, so everybody at the table is eligible for this, and I believe they normally just probably put like a buck aside or something like that, or basically if somebody bluffs.
Usually like $5.
So if somebody wins a pot with 7 deuce, then they have to show it, and everybody at the table has to pay them. You know, we don't know what it is yet. We'll try and get more specifics, but it's always fun. It's always action because that adds a whole nother level of, you know, analyzing to the game because now you're wondering, does he actually have the monster or is he just really trying to not only win it, but needle me with 7 deuce and win the extra prop bet on the side?
I hate 7 deuce game. It loses me mad.
By hate, she means love.
It loses me mass money. So, interesting enough, Lenny decides to bluff that river with the best hand. He leads out with the deuces, $42, and the other 2 players just can't call. I think he thought he was bluffing, but he was bluffing with the best hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna mark that down actually. I want to check that out.
Okay, yeah, that was a good one. So yeah, 7 deuce, man. Yeah, I just always level myself in 7 deuce. I barrel with it, like I refuse to fold it.
Yeah.
So I'll just barrel off like my whole stack with 7 deuce, and they calm me down and beat me.
You sound so nonchalant, like this has happened several times.
It's happened several times. Or I just put someone on 7 deuce and I call, you know, make a hero call, and they don't have 7 deuce.
And then you're like
top 7.
You're like, no, I'm open-ended with 2 overs and a nut flush draw. How do you not? You don't have that? You can't beat that?
Oh my gosh. And I can't just not participate. I just,
Yeah.
anyway. but it's a fun game.
Yeah, it's a fun
game.
She's like, I absolutely hate it. It's the worst thing on the planet, but it's a fun game.
It's just bad for
I highly
me.
recommend it. You should totally play it.
Bad for me because I can't resist.
I love it. Looks like Matt here. It's on 14 to call for Matt here with Ace-5 suited. He's looking at it again. He's thinking about it. He's going to get out of there. I think he was thinking about maybe getting a little crazy and possibly reloading there.
Shipping it.
Yeah. He's going to pop out of there. Over to Hong Kong Chu here with King Jack. Same hand as Aaron. He's going to call. So the flop, 3-6-8, total rainbow. Nobody's really got anything here. Jason's got some running spade
I
potential.
like Jason in this hand.
Yeah, for sure.
35.
And J-Mac's going to bet 35. No surprise there. Aaron's going to get out of there.
Every time for an hour.
Now, I played with Aaron a handful of times, and he can definitely mix it up. I think he seems to be kind of chilling tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely capable of mixing it up and making some moves. Maybe we'll see that when 7 Deuce starts.
Oh yeah, I can't
Have they
wait.
already started?
I think, if they haven't started it, trust me, I think we'll find out real quick by watching them play when they start it.
Or
when it's going down.
upgrade their
So, and I wonder how they're stacking up with it. Normally, isn't it like the winner of each pot tosses in, was it 5 from the pot? Or something from the pot? I've seen it done multiple ways. I've seen it done where everybody just pays you at once when you flip it over, or I've seen it done where they actually start building the winner of every pot, period. They take like a couple bucks out of it and they
that's
set it on the
a
side.
bluff pot. Yeah, I think. I usually see it like everyone just pays. If you're in the hand, if you're dealt in, and somebody shows 7 Deuce or wins the pot, shows 7 Deuce, everyone throws in $5, something like that.
And you got to make it worth it too, because I've seen guys trying to do this in the higher limit game, and they say, okay, well everybody gives you $5. They're like, well, fuck
they don't care about it.
40
It's not
bucks,
worth it,
yeah, 40 bucks to risk off bluffing off my $1,000. You know, there's no value there. So we'll see what they end up going with it.
We'll
But
bluff it off. So.
I'm sure we'll see some 7 Deuce action for
Yeah,
sure.
Lenny here in the big line with King Queen suited. No one else with much of anything.
Lowe's getting in there, raise it up.
Low with a 9-10 offsuit.
That's her hand tonight. I've seen 19
right,
a few times
yeah.
at low.
Matt's gonna make the call on the button with Ace-8 off.
And looks like 3 players going to the flop here. Oh yeah, there we go. There's a little something. Lenny's gonna flop open-ended here with 2 overs. Low gets a piece of it. She gets second pair with a 10, and she's gonna fire out. It looks like Matt insta-folds. He's gone.
They're actually about 50-50 here.
Yeah, Lenny calls.
Until the turn.
Huge card for Lenny on the turn. Lenny's not going anywhere at this point. Hits top pair with an open-ended straight draw now. Low is literally drawing to a 10. Oh, and only got better for Lenny too.
Wow.
Wow.
So went check on turn, yeah?
Ask and ye shall receive.
Okay. Yeah, he makes trips on the river and leads out. Low gets away from 2 pair. Okay. Yeah, so people were talking about the Hydra tournament in the chat.
Hydra starts on May 20th, Friday. So it's going to run 2 flights each day that whole weekend. So starting Friday, May 20th, so Friday the 20th, Saturday the 21st, and Sunday the 22nd. 2 flights each day, $200 buy-in, but that means bring 1,000 because let's face it, everybody needs multiple barrels, so don't play around. But it's a huge prize pool. It's going to be a huge player turnout. I love the fact that you can unlimited barrel and literally get yourself 2 day 2s.
Yeah.
That's rad.
Pretty cool. You can cash multiple times.
Yeah.
So 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. all 3 of those days. So Aaron with Ace Queen offsuit, gonna raise it up to $12. Lenny with a pair of 7s in the small blind. He will defend. Good heads up to the flop.
Good old coin flip. Bang! Gets there.
Bam. Ace 10-9. So Aaron with top pair. Queen kicker.
And Lenny's first to act. Unfortunately, no position for him. First option. Let's see what Lenny does. Lenny
Pretty
checks.
bad flop for Lenny.
Yeah.
Can't see him continuing really.
Poker Pro Eric in the chat room claiming dibs on the Hydra bubble. That's okay. You're gonna save Val from it. She's gonna appreciate her not bubbling because you're gonna go ahead and take the bullet. So thank you for that.
Thanks, Eric.
Yeah, it's very nice of you. Guys, we're about halfway through this voting period now. So again, get your votes in for the biggest action player, the player who gambles the most, the player you love the most, the player who looks like straight out of Better Call Saul, just my opinion. Your call. Action dealer at the table coming in here.
Oh, Sarah.
I was like, I've seen Sarah deal some nasty pots. It's just some nasty beats.
Sarah's the best.
Yeah, lots of fun.
But she does it with a smile, so you can't even.
Oh, absolutely, and she's always entertaining. And you know, people drop out the quick movie quotes, and they're just on it. I mean, all the dealers here are actually really personable, really good. Most of them, they know what they're doing. The worst thing ever is playing in a card room where dealers don't know what they're doing, and you as a player almost have to constantly double check and recount your own pot because you don't even think the dealers are doing it right, you know. So no, I really like that about you. I can just sit back, relax, and play some cards and know that it's working correctly.
Right, exactly. Yeah, we got a beautiful room down here. You guys got to come check it out.
Yeah, I mean, besides the live stream table that you're watching, it looks like we got 2, 4, 5, another 6 or 7 cash games running, as well as the final table of today's tournament. It's just settling down over there. Today was a 1:30 buy-in. 1:30 buy-in started at 11 a.m. So we got 146 players today in the tournament. I mean, always great turnouts here for the tournament.
Wow, J-Mac with Ace King here. Gonna continuation bet $25. I was like, I thought there was a flop. Queen 7 deuce flop. Yeah, that's good enough.
We've seen a lot of heads-up action between J-Mac and Hollywood. I feel like they both kind of got each other's number, and they're feeling each other out.
I feel like they've probably been going at it the whole time since the game started at 30. So Hollywood gonna just let it go there, but you can tell he doesn't want to let J-Mac get away with it.
Every time J-Mac bets, it's just like you just have to wonder, is it something or nothing? I mean, period. It's not like, oh, he's probably just betting the die. It's just like, is he literally just trying to needle me, or does he really actually have it?
But
that works so well for him.
He's a very polarizing figure.
That gets him paid, you know?
That's what I love about J-Mac. Very polarizing.
That will be bucket 3.
But yeah, like you said, that's what gets him paid on his big hands.
And you talk about fireworks. I mean, so the winner of each of these weeks is going to go to the final single table just shootout for the main event seat, and that is going to be absolutely crazy because you have 9 very good, very aggressive players, fan favorites, literally all fighting for the winner-take-all, win-or-lose seat. So you're going to see lots of fireworks. That's going to be one of those tournaments that could either be over like that, or it's just going to be a super long grind.
That game is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. J-Mac here with Ace King offsuit again? Is that even allowed?
No, J-Mac's not supposed to have a hand. This isn't real.
It's confusing when he has a hand.
3 of the aces tied up here. J-Mac's going to make it 17 to go. And Aaron wakes up a little. Aaron's going to ship it here. And if I had to guess, we're going to $60 maybe, something like that.
Ace 5, bad timing.
I know. He's so patient too. You know what? I think he's doing one of those screw it double ups, right?
Yeah.
If I get there, I get there. I'm going to reload anyways. You know, one of those whole chestnuts.
But you know, this is what we were talking about. Like, J-Mac makes people make mistakes.
J-Mac's not supposed to have ace king there. Aaron's like 90% of the time at ace 5's totally good against J-Mac, who's got 2 randos,
like, not
and
a bad,
he's locked here.
He shows a 5, I like it.
Oh, let's see, another 9 or 4 to chalk could hit, or 3 to take it. Oh, 5 will take it too! Oh, God. J-Mac actually gets him to get it in when he has the best, and then gets unlucky.
J-Mac now.
Let's hear it.
WD could turn up the table.
Hey, hot dog. Come here, buddy. Congratulations.
Oh, good. He gets there. Wow. Fair amount of else actually going to the river, but man.
You don't call his all, right?
Well, mostly chop outs then, right?
Yeah, chop outs, yeah. I mean,
and he just banks the 5.
I know, it's like, dude, there's so many outs where you just chop and then you're like, no, I'm taking it.
You can just take the whole
I'm taking it.
That's a lot better.
Service, please! Table 11!
Oh man, did you guys hear that there? When Sarah yells out for service, they hear it in the next room over.
When Sarah yells for service, they get service.
I think I just saw somebody swerve off the freeway and they're like, whoa, what was that?
We Love you, Sarah.
Oh, Sarah, if anybody can take the needling, it's Sarah, trust me.
for
She gives it
sure.
right back at
Yeah,
you.
she's the best. Yeah, it's pretty sick beat for J-Mac there. I mean, it wasn't a huge pot or anything. I'm sure he doesn't
But it's the
really
principle.
care. But
J-Mac's
it's
like, come on, guys, I
man,
actually had a
I
hand.
trapped him, and I just lose? Really? The 3-outer?
I love it. And I love it because I know that some of these players who are actually streaming this right now, besides the players you see at the table, are actually other players who are still in the room right now playing cash games, watching this in the chat room. I love it. We're all one big happy family here.
That's great. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope everyone's voting.
10 minutes left to vote right now for this category.
Alright, yeah, we're still voting. We're still voting for biggest action player. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Player who gambles the most. And tune in every Saturday for the next, what is it, 6
This is the
weeks.
third one, yeah, for the next 6 weeks. And then the final. The final.
Final. Single table satellite for a $10,000 seat. Free $10,000.
Absolutely love it. And Justin, our lovely floor man, is going to meet you in Vegas to buy you in. And I asked him, and apparently that's his job. He's going to fly out there to buy you in. I'm like, there's no way that's all you're doing, buddy. So tell me what tournaments you're playing, because I want in.
I'll see you there, Justin.
I want the easy money. I want the free money. I actually, in a local poker club of mine, actually just won a little $1,250 package, includes a $1,000 tournament seat. So one of those out there, and then like each of the other players in the group like get a small piece of the action. So I got to book a trip out there, and I want to make a few days. So it's gonna be pretty awesome.
Yeah, we should have a little Stones meetup.
Let's totally do it. Oh my gosh. I'm sure you can tell all the Stones playing across the room. They're the ones up yelling and screaming, having a good time. You're like, there's one from California, there's one from California.
Yeah, you can always tell the Cali barrelers.
Oh yeah.
So Aaron here with 2 pair on the turn.
Now Lo is actually raising Aaron's bet here, and the funny thing about Lo is that she's actually been playing pretty tight so far, and I think everybody's picked up on that. So for Lo to be raising here, they're definitely not thinking she's just doing it with air.
Yeah,
And
that's
boom.
that's an awesome spot there for Lo.
Yeah.
She's
very
gonna
well.
use her, like you said, her tight image there.
Because the funny thing is, again, J-Mac makes that move, and Aaron's reshipping all
Exactly.
in. But when a player like Lo, when a player like Lo makes that move, you think twice about it. You think, man, she was probably slow rolling a 7. She's a tight player, and that's going to get her paid. That's going to get her the pot.
Yeah, that's awesome. Nice play, Lo.
Well done.
Take her down. Oh, I'm gonna be really loud.
That was a strong sneeze, though. Like, I've heard those really, really girly sneezes. It sounds like somebody exploded a mouse. And so you didn't get that one, so that was good. We'll take that. I like that one.
Thank you.
That was strong.
My sneezes are not quiet. I'll put a strong sneezer.
I'm a strong sneezer. I put that on my resume under pros. Skill set, strong sneezer. Classic.
Top 5 of the
All right, Matt M here, seat 8. Mom's watching. Ace King of Hearts. Raises to 11. J-Mac waking up with an actual hand. Not supposed to happen. It's going to come back over the top here. Pocket threes. On the button too. J-Mac with the hand on the button.
Yeah,
What's happening?
That's not legal.
What's happening right here?
Still a coin flip.
Yeah.
50-50 here.
I think Matt's looking for a spot to get it in, and that's exactly what he's going to
for
do
sure.
here. He's going to
That's
ship
a
it in
great
there.
spot to take,
Absolutely.
Against J-Max. Raising range there.
Now let's see if J-Mac's going to lose 2 all-ins in a row now, because he lost the one against Aaron when Aaron rivers the 5 with Ace-5 against Ace-King.
I predict that he calls and hits a 3.
Okay, and he's going to hit a 3?
Yeah.
I predict that he calls, nobody hits anything, and 3s just hold.
Okay.
That's my prediction. I'm sticking with it.
That's a lot more likely than
No, nobody's going to hit anything.
Love it.
I kind of feel like this weird
All right, hold on, he
tingling.
calls.
Yeah.
Okay, you take Win and I'll take, or you take J-Mac and I'll take Matt.
Okay, deal.
For a drink.
Yeah, drink.
Okay.
Drink side bet.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Boom. Done.
Face is like,
Sorry, Matt, I'm going against you here. I gotta vote for J-Mac. I need my drink, bro. You understand.
I'm not rooting against you, J-Mac. I just, just had to bet. J-Mac holds so far.
So many chop outs. 6 on the tip. Oh, guys. Oh, yes. Hey, the board double pairs. Ace high.
Counter for the moment.
J-Mac gets a counter. Oh, man.
That's so
Oh,
brutal.
gosh.
What is?
That is how you die with a small pocket pair, ladies and gentlemen. There's just really no way around that. When the board pairs right on the flop and you have a small pair, it's scary.
I know. So many ways to
number
lose.
1 after the turn.
That's
We'll make
brutal,
a beat
J-Mac.
McGobbers.
J-Mac, you'll get it back.
Reverse.
Reload. Barrel, barrel.
Right then. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like again,
J-Mac, like 10 minutes. Maybe we should do an over for winning his
how many drinks are we gonna have after this show?
You were, but I'm not delaying it.
He never loses chips. He just loans them out.
I really was.
They all come back. They remember when they came in.
I think he wipes his chips to make sure he gets those.
Absolutely. And he's like, actually, sir, the second chip over, that's the one I like.
Yes, please, table
No,
11.
don't try to give me your chips. I want my chips back. And then you can give me your chips.
I wonder you're not moving because
Yep, so still voting for biggest action player.
5 minutes left. Biggest action
We
player.
have a couple top candidates for that.
It's like they're just throwing cash at J-Mac now. Now they're just taking the cash all together. We don't even care.
Yeah, J-Mac doesn't get some votes for this category.
That's true. This is rigged. This is rigged.
Come on, guys.
Alright, looks like low squeaking
Someone
down.
not playing favorites.
So guys, I just want you to be right by your telephone now for sure. So if you guys can have 911 ready, if Val is going to croak on me in the booth, I need an alibi first off that I didn't do anything, and second off, an ambulance for sure. So thank you in advance for taking care of this. I don't know the Heimlich, so don't ask me.
but the beauty of the one when you go insert your finger. No, Carol. Please do. Insert and then I'll explain.
Cali Kid here, still in the lead, commanding Chipley. Look at that, 893 with Lenny in second in chips here with about 300, about a third of that. Cali Kid is just dominating this table right now.
Do it.
No. You're gonna make fun of, you're gonna.
We haven't had any question, you and I. But see the beauty of it, see how this is being done. Insert the finger and then they just.
Oh, and they made it.
And Master says I call mouth to mouth. Unfortunately, I believe in the employee handbook that's not allowed actually. So unfortunately, we can't do that today.
Yeah, I think the Heimlich would be okay.
It's true. The Heimlich is good though. You can definitely crack some ribs. Every time I just think of Miss Doubtfire. Is it just me? Like when they, they like pop the shrimp out, the wig's falling off.
Oh my gosh.
What a great movie. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. Man, too soon. Oh, Aaron. Aaron with 7 deuce. We could see some action here, guys, with our 7 deuce prop bet coming.
Where we at?
14, I'm sorry, 19.
Oh yeah, Aaron's bringing it up.
Pickup Time said, which one is Hollywood? And Poker Eric said, the guy that says Hollywood.
Wow, I have a green one on
Yeah,
one
he has
too.
Hollywood on his hat. The red hat.
Oh, and it looks like everybody's going to fold. Aaron's going to take it down. He shows it.
Oh,
That's our first 7 deuce fun. Let's see what everybody throws in. We're throwing him chips? I can't see here.
I mean, they must be playing.
Yeah. I mean, or he's just showing 7 deuce because he's a study. Oh, look, he's counting.
Aaron's like, come on, guys, pay up.
Yeah.
Pay the man his money.
He's like, guys, I didn't just do this for free. I didn't do this for my health. I don't mostly raise 7 deuce.
Now after
Hey, I got 7 deuce. Hey.
275.
Look, he's like, I thought we had played
Hold on.
starting to $7 deuce, $5 a head.
$5, right?
Wait, 7 deuce, $5. They're talking about it right now.
Oh, maybe this is what started 7
Okay.
So he just went ahead and barreled with the show. And that's prompting. So now they're going to start.
That's how you create action, guys. I love it. I honestly, I've got a tables and
That's an example.
put it really tight and you create action. You buy a couple drinks, you do a live bet, you show a bluff, you show a 7 deuce, and then all of a sudden, action galore.
Exactly.
Then shit hits the fan and everybody's having a blast. 2 minutes left in the voting period, guys. Vote for the craziest, favoriteest player here, the biggest action player, the player who gambles the most. The favoriteest, yeah. I'm a wordsmith. She is an English teacher, so she has the right to correct my grammar, but I'm definitely a bit of a
I use
wordsmith.
incorrect grammar all the time, though. My husband's like,
I make up my own words.
teach English.
It's so much better when you make up your own words.
You're like, you can be creative with the language.
I'm a big fan of Radtastic. I've been using that lately too.
Radtastic, I like it.
We're sticking straight to the 80s.
I like it.
So 2 minutes left in that voting period, guys. Then we'll start a fresh category. Matt's gonna pinch pocket 10s here. J-Mac can raise it to 12. 45. Low calls, 3 away to the flop. Oh, look at that, 6, 8, 9. All unders for pocket 10s and a gut shot.
Jason with 2 overs, a gut shot, and backdoor clubs.
And we never discount. We never discount the backdoor clubs because if that club spikes the turn, yeah, no, if that club spikes strikes the turn, it just opens up a plethora of outs, if you will.
Yeah, this is plethora, I like that.
Plethora, yeah, I had word of the day toilet paper, so it's been really helping me out here.
And this is one of those spots we're talking about floating. Like, this is a spot where J-Mac,
one more time.
might float,
I'm going to go to the
try to
river,
pick
and
up
you're
a
going to raise
club,
my 6 to 100.
maybe make a 7, a king, something like that. But,
And it
8
looks
on the
like
turn doesn't
Matt's
help.
gonna fire out again here. Man, that fires 6, a little
Yeah.
bleeder bet. J-Mac calls. All right, so now it's on Matt here on the river, and they're gonna check it down.
Interesting.
Yeah, Matt's gonna show us 10s.
I have no value to bet.
I think honestly, he's talking about no value bet. You know, at the end of the day, here's the deal. I think that Matt checks there, and he just check calls anything Jason bets anyways.
Yeah, I don't think it's a matter of not being able to get value, but I think there's more value in like checking and letting
Absolutely.
J-Mac,
Yeah.
I had value.
let J-Mac bet with overcards there.
Yeah, you can easily check call there. If you fire and then J-Mac puts in a large raise, then you can kind of be in a tight spot. Then you're in a tight spot. So.
I had 8-10. I was told.
It's a good check call spot.
So, do the announcers know 7 deuces on?
Yeah.
Oh, I just did the announcement. No 7 deuces on. We sure do.
Well, he's
7 deuce action.
Yeah.
No, we're just no. You just took it down with 10s, buddy.
Yeah, but I played. I'm so sorry. I
Oh, yeah, that was the way.
That's okay. You're good. You're good. You're good.
the whole way around. I'm just.
Well, that's why I hamstrung him.
Oh, okay, we got 7 deuce coming up. Matt giving us a little precursor. Stopped by the booth and said hi here.
J-Mac.
He said he didn't like how he played the 10s, but I disagree. I think he played it fine.
Yeah, absolutely. I
What
mean,
else can you do?
yeah, I would on the river there. I do an easy check call.
Out of position
You know,
against J-Mac. It's fine.
J-Mac
Check
could
call.
have, when the board pairs, that's a card J-Mac could have easily had.
Yeah.
Why bet and get raised? Just check call. I'm okay
Pretty
with
wet
it.
board, yeah.
All right, Lo waking up with an actual hand here. That's also not supposed to happen. She's too tight with Jack. All right, she's gonna make a 15 with Jacks.
No.
Hollywood probably got out of there.
Let's just
Matt's gone.
stop. We all got cash. I'm not worried about it. We're all going to the Vegas.
This is one of those times where you hope that they saw your bluff, like her bluff against Aaron.
Yeah.
And then you pick up
I know
Jacks.
they're working.
Honestly, I almost have a timer like after each hand, thinking like, okay,
Yeah.
it's 30 minutes. Have they seen that hand
Right.
yet? You know.
It's hard to keep track of it like that, but if there's a specific hand, you know, it's good to know
what
when
you
it,
get up with?
when it goes on and who's paying attention.
I just want to raise it. Rick, what?
Going to the flop here.
I'll have one. Wait a minute.
636
Time out.
total brick.
I won't-
But that
yeah,
is
you have
not
mine, I
a
won't
bad
do that.
flop here for Lo. Clearly has an overpair. With Jacks, my luck generally goes it flops like 2 face cards that are not a Jack. Just like Queen King right there, you hate life. So I think Lo's feeling pretty comfortable about this hand. They're both
Yeah,
gonna
it's
check over to her.
pretty good flop for Jacks.
Pot's already at almost 50. Lo's gonna fire out. Looks like maybe 25 or 30. Oh, she bets 45. So she bets pretty much pot.
Pretty big.
And she shows. She shows.
So she's trying to earn another bluff. I
Yeah,
guess.
absolutely trying to earn another one. Guys, it's past 8:30.
All right.
You know what that means. Val, what are we voting on?
8:30, the 4th category. We're voting for the most skilled player. Most skilled.
Not an easy category, actually.
Yeah,
Not
that's
an
a tough
easy
one, actually.
I think there are a lot of skilled players here that are skilled in very different ways.
Right.
I mean, Lo is not necessarily a high-stakes cash game player, but she's a hell of a tournament player.
That's right.
You know,
And she holds her own.
Yeah.
In these games, for sure. Yeah, I mean, a lot of skilled players here. So make sure you get in there and vote as many times as you can.
vote, let your neighbors vote, get your kids voting, get your dog voting. Come on, you know they know how to use iPads. It's like 2016 already.
So Lo with 3-4 offsuit.
That's why I love it. That's why I love it. So Lo goes straight from barreling, showing jacks to 3-4 offsuit. I'm totally in. Bring it.
I like it. Let's see, Matt.
Oh, and Lo raised to 5 actually with that. I thought it was, yeah. So Lo actually made it 5 with
Nice.
3-4 here. Hollywood calls it. Matt's going to get a little bit more aggressive with 5-7.
26.
He must know he's clearly got 2 overs to Lo's 3-4 right here.
Sick read.
Sick read. I love it.
read.
I love it. You know,
Oh, we got action now.
yeah, no, it's funny. And Matt, I've played with Matt. I played cash game. I think it was a 1-3 here with Matt a few times. And always an action player, always one of the guys buying everybody drinks, having a blast.
Nice.
I mean, there for fun, but definitely can wake up with a hand and snap you for chips for sure.
Mine was 18.
So it's on Lo to call. She's going to get out of there. So now it's on Hollywood here to see if we want to catch a flop with the Buddha protecting the 8-9 spades of destiny here.
I added the
So
math.
16 for him to call.
21.
getting a little better than 2-1 here.
Jimmy Bluffett said, Lowe's like an onion. She's got layers. She's got moves.
Beautiful, Jimmy.
I love it.
Beautiful.
And it looks like Hollywood is going to get Hollywood with it. He's going to call it up. We're going to see a flop.
Call with the 8-9 suited. Little does he know, he has 2 over.
God, what a great flop for Hollywood, too.
Wow. 10-9-7.
And you know, with Matt doing the re-raise and Hollywood calling, Matt might actually think that, hey, Hollywood's got a couple big cards, a couple pink cards, an ace king, king queen, something like that. And Matt's got a pair of 7s. Matt might actually think he might be ahead here. But we'll see.
Looks like I would just check calls a small bet.
Small bet of 5, classic Matt, just throwing out the couple bucks.
With bottom pair. Queen turn. And
Oh, Hollywood
check,
only
check.
gets better. Yeah.
Wow, 9 river gives Hollywood trips. Let's see how he decides to play
Boom,
this.
fires out a quarter, it looks like.
Yeah, goes for some value on the river. It doesn't seem like Matt has too much, so it's pretty good sizing to just try to extract a little bit of value.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's probably right about maximum value yet you could get from Matt's hand, actually.
Actually, yeah.
And oh, look at Matt. Oh no, this is the wrong time
And
to
it
bluff the
could
9,
also
Matt.
be
Oh,
a
there we go.
bluff.
Oh wow, I thought Matt was
People.
really gonna do it. There's been some decent posturing
Yeah, I
here.
thought he was.
That I stacked chips and grab, but I just kidding. I'm
Yeah, JK.
We've all done it. JK. Not Justin Carreras, but you know, JK.
Yeah, I guess I like Hollywood size in there. Try, get a little value or try to induce a bluff. That doesn't take the bait.
So far our 2 entries into this main Survivor Series final table, I believe, was Jake,
Yes.
right? Was
Muscly Jake.
Super Muscle Jake, right? Not the bearded Jake Wonder that you guys know as well. And then the week after that was actually Hot Dog, I believe.
That's right.
And Hot Dog was a landslide favorite, a lot of votes, 9 grandchildren and all of their iPads. So yes, that included a lot of votes.
It's a lot of iPads.
Yeah, exactly. I swear to God, kids these days, they come right out of the womb knowing swipe to unlock.
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh, hey, what's this? Boom,
It
done.
is so weird to see little
Yeah. Give me back my old school Nokia phone, right? Where you can play Snake and you have to text everything like A, B, C,
and the old like SMS texting under the table, you
the
know?
T9 predictive text.
That's right.
And you
That's
remember,
what I
and under the table, we could all do it without even looking, right? You can just have your phone here and just be up here typing entire novels.
right.
I can't even do that with a touchscreen these days. I can't. I can't. All right, here. Matt's waking up with a hand. Pocket 7s. Matt's posturing. Andrew looks a little perturbed. Matt's gonna looks like make it 15 here.
I still get the number and then a special arrangement of the plan.
He's like, can I just win a hand on this stream?
J-Max got a J-Max special with 5-3, 2 unders. Let's see some fireworks. Let's see 7-5-3 on the flop. Oh gosh, the exact opposite. I know I'm such a glutton for punishment. Let's see these super setup
I love
flops.
it too. King, King, Jack, 2 hearts. It's gonna go check. J-Mac, okay. He sees an opportunity to bluff here.
He plays everything.
Do a tournament at Thunder Valley a couple
Not
months
the best
ago.
board for pocket 7s, but
And Matt, I don't know if we're posturing or Matt might be thinking about coming out here and swinging a little bit against J-Mac.
Play between the apps.
against J-Mac, after you check the flop, I don't think you can pull the turn.
So here's the deal, he just flats here. The king on the river makes it highly unlikely that, especially, let's face it, a player like J-Mac is going to have the king for quads. Although, we wouldn't be surprised if he did to get paid.
So this is
Yeah, the thing is, J-Mac could play a jack like this, or a 9. Queen 10 would be a little weird.
Yeah, this isn't an easy call for
And he's
Matt.
beating Queen 10.
Yeah, this isn't an easy call for Matt. He bets 40 into the pot, which I guess must have been 60-something bucks, so the pot's now at 107. And he makes the call.
Nice.
He makes the call.
Nice call.
And you can see that look on Matt's face, too, when he flips it over. He's like, yeah! He's like,
Yeah.
look at that. Ooh, yeah, the big jaw. Just like, it's good. I know it's good. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, he did not love that spot, but
And if you guys hear some of that crowd cheers in the background, I think they're just doing splash pots, giving away $100 here, $200 here. Come on down, grab a seat. I mean, hell, you can win free money even if you're not playing, really. I mean, get into it. Yeah.
J-Mac gonna add on here.
Yeah, if there's anybody who I expect to kind of keep his stack at a steady 200 at a minimum, it's J-Mac.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the type of guy where he'll fire a barrel and it doesn't work, and he just rebuys for that barrel every time.
You gotta keep the ammo.
You gotta keep maximum value, especially at this. When everybody stacks so deep, when you do wake up with a hand and you want to get paid, you need to get maximum value out of it. You know.
Yeah, you gotta keep the gun loaded.
And besides, you're not
Normally that's
even
the opposite,
playing,
but in this,
I'm watching
we're
you.
totally keeping the gun loaded at the table, guys. At the table.
It's like a rain.
Everywhere else is gonna be so.
All these lines on the way.
I'll just have low right as another bio.
There we go. Lowe's, quite the writer.
I know, we're gonna tap. We said, yeah, even if she doesn't, progress here through in poker, she's got a hell of a career coming up.
Shenanigans over there.
Sure. She could probably pass your English class.
Yeah, I'd say.
Raise, but it's 12.
Matt still stacking his chips, and looks like he's gonna go in for a raise here. Matt's gonna make it 12. And Jason's going to get out of there. Aaron's going to look him up here. We're going to go heads up to the flop. They tie the 9 card. This could be interesting if a 9 flops.
I'm not even seeing anymore.
Oh, bricks for everybody.
No, I am.
Aaron's still with the best here with ace high.
And Matt with position. Aaron's gonna go ahead and lead out, right?
Yep, Aaron leads out. And I think Matt's probably just going to check out of this board here. He's the only one with a heart, but still, we're drawing pretty slim here. You might even think he has 2 life cards, but little does he know his 9 is totally dead.
Nice bet.
My prediction, Matt's just going to be gone, and then he's gone. And then he's just going to worry about stacking his chips.
That body language, and then,
Ace
yeah,
Jack,
I mean, sometimes it's good to do the job or to bluff someone when they have a bunch of chips in front of them.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, they still can stack their chips, they're not going to want to get involved in another
Exactly. Or they just start grabbing handfuls of chips, and you're like, this is bad. This is not working. This is not where I want to be right now.
Yeah.
No, it's funny, you always, I always like to play a hand, when I'm racking my chips out, they say, hey, do you want to be dealt in?
haven't had
Sure,
it yet.
deal me in. And those hands are either, those are the make or break hands, right? Maybe you're waiting for a beer, and then all of a sudden you play an extra pot you shouldn't, and you get stacked, and it's a $200 beer. I had a $200 Coors Light while you're waiting for your beer. Like, this is horrible.
Always
This was
bad.
so bad.
Never play out of the rack, guys.
Are you kidding me? Okay.
When other people start
I'm gonna
playing
take
out of
the
the rack,
opposite.
when other people start playing out of the rack, I'm like, yum yum.
Yeah,
Because they're going to stack.
I always joke and say that
They're calling out,
I start
grabbing chips
winning
out of the rack.
pots. I start winning pots while I'm racking up. I'm the exact
You're the only
opposite.
one.
That's it. Bring it. I'll take it. I'll be the red herring here.
All right, I'll avoid you if you have a rack, but everyone else.
Ooh, here we go. We got a Waprai. Again, we don't know the voting totals because we are purposely not looking at them. But wow, close vote totals by Waprai. So I'm pretty. I always like a fun race.
Yeah, so everyone else can see it. Is that true?
Yeah. So when they go to the voting page where they vote for what we're currently voting on, I believe they can see the results of the past votes. So a lot of players sit there and tally it up and kind of figure out where everybody's at. So it's probably a pretty close neck and neck
Close,
game.
huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
Look at this. Look at all these queens.
Cali Kid raises up to 10 with the best queen, ace queen. We got queen jack and queen jack. Oh, J-Mac raises up to 40.
Oh gosh.
Shit. Yeah, Mac can't just cold ball here with queen jack offsuit.
I think.
With Cali Kid behind him.
Yeah, and he just stacked up. He just stacked his stack. Looks like maybe 2.5, 250. I mean, he knows that this pot's going to get big real quick.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's like, do I really want to get my whole stack involved in this with Queen Jack?
And out of position against those 2 players. Not the best.
I wasn't
Definitely out of position against J-Mac. I never want to be out of position against
Oh, you actually
J-Mac.
did have position on J-Mac.
Oh, yeah, the one though. Yeah, but then you got Cali Kid right behind you. Here's the biggest stack at the table right now. You don't want that.
Turns out it was a
6-6 flop.
Not surprised with everybody's tying up each other's cards. Everybody totally missed it. The Cali Kid was still the best hand. Nut, no pair.
J-Mac in kind of a weird spot here now, out of position.
But that's never slowed him down. That's never slowed him down like we're going to see right here. And it's funny because
terrible.
he's going to put the pressure on Cali Kid, who literally has the absolute best nothing that you can have.
Right.
Right?
Not fair.
Yeah.
So you went
And now, one advantage that Cali Kid actually has to him right now, not only does he have position, but he also has stack size. So he knows that at most, J-Mac can really only stack him for like up to $200, and he's got like 800 or 900 in front of him.
Yeah.
So that also could weigh into his decision to call here.
Yeah, we'll see if J-Mac's going to continue here. Yeah, it looks like he's shutting it down.
Nice. J-Mac is shutting it down, which is going to open up the room for Cali Kid to just take it right here, basically. And I'm actually kind of surprised. I think if J-Mac would have barreled hard and shoved right there, I don't know if Cali calls. Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to see.
Yeah, it's just a hard spot. Hard for J-Mac to do that because it does seem like Cali Kid could have a hand that's just not folding, a king, you know, some kind of medium pocket pair.
It's hard to put Cali Kid on a hand when he just flots your flop bet. And he just calls and floats. You're like, I don't know where I'm at.
Yeah, and he does check back, turn, and river. I think just because, you know, no pair could be the best hand there. And if it's not, J-Mac's probably calling or check shoving anyway. So,
and the thing about J-Mac knows, I mean, J-Mac's not oblivious to the fact that he knows that people expect him to pull a bluff off, right? So he doesn't always want to be the guy bluffing. He doesn't always want to have his hand in the cookie jar. So he is good about shutting it down when he's behind and just getting the heck out of it when he needs to. And like you said, he tossed the money on the table. J-Mac reloading. He's going to reload at 200 every time. I know.
I mean, a couple double ups and he's right there, you know. So.
One triple up. I wouldn't be surprised to see a triple up at this table too.
That's right.
Three-way ship in action.
Maybe this hand.
now
Got some suited Broadway cards.
Lots of tie cards too. We got a lot of like King Jack, Queen Jack, you know, like the last hand. What's okay, here's we got a question here from what's the biggest game spread at Stones? At 510?
Oh, they spread out 1025.
Ooh, 1025 no limit. Oh, that's right. Did we have a stream? We had a stream in that, right?
Once a month or every other week?
Yeah. Well, we'll get that answer 100% firmed up for you. But yeah, they got some really good limits here, all over the board. And what I like about this place is that even the lower limits have great upside potential. I mean, a 1-2 game here, a 1-3 game here is definitely not like your typical 1-2, 1-3 game. You can buy in for small amounts and really stack up huge.
Yeah, big flop here. Lenny and Hollywood. Hollywood flops nut flush draw, King Jack suited, King Jack of spades. Lenny with top pair, queen kicker.
Thank you guys. Halfway through this voting period, voting for the most skilled player. Which play do you like the best? How do you like it? Show me in votes. I want to see it.
Most skilled player. That's a tough one. Tough one at this table.
I do agree with somebody earlier said in the chat room. Lo brings it every week. She's been on the stream several times now. She's always bringing the different personas, the different outfits. Ooh, 7-4 got out of there and would have turned trips.
Yeah, I actually thought it looked like she called at first.
Is that Lo who had 7-4?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So checks around on the turn. 9 river. So Hollywood misses. Lenny's hand best. It's interesting that.
Oh, did you? Oh, sorry. I heard a little table talk here with Lo. I think he was showing her. I think he is showing her the hand where she bluffed earlier. And then
and then she
said something like, "Yeah, that's what I said. I never bluff and I never have a hand. I get it all the time."
Nice.
I have it here.
So Hollywood tried to steal that one. Bet $43 on the river after he missed his flush draw, and Lenny calls. So yeah, I think Lenny gets some extra value there on the river by checking the turn. He would also get extra value by betting the turn because I don't think Hollywood was going to fold his nut flush draw.
Yeah.
But nice little pot control when the board pairs a 7.
And that's one of those flops where, you know, I'm Hollywood, I see that flop and I'm thinking like, man, I've got a huge hand, I'm almost slow rolling this other person, and then you just completely go brick, you missed everything, and you're like, what happened? Why am I so far behind in this hand now? Ooh, Matt here with the 7 deuce, this might have been what he was talking about. We're going to see him play this now.
Oh, nice.
I like it.
All right.
So I'm assuming Matt's going to probably pump in a raise here.
So if you just joined the stream, they are playing the 7 deuce game. So if you win a hand with 7 deuce and table your hand, everyone has to give you $5.
Love it. Yeah, I think it's $5. Love it.
So Matt raising to 11. See, usually you'll see some bigger raise.
Yeah.
You know, raise sizing.
I have to.
7 deuce.
He shows it.
That's $11. Everyone folds, and he just gets $5.
That's another good.
Exactly. So now he's making an extra $40 out of this pot.
That would never happen to me.
I love it. He bets 11, and he's going to win not only the pot. Look at just the chips just getting thrown throwing at him now. I love it. Yeah, we make a joke here when you're tipping the dealer. You know, you can throw the blue chips out of the dollars, but if you actually throw a chip and it hits him in the face, it better be a red one. Better be a five. That's the only time you get away with that.
The white one. Better be $100. Hit me in the face with
$5
the
shot. Yeah, if the white one's share, yeah, you can just throw them all out. You make it rain.
Make it rain. That's awesome.
That's
So
what I have all
you
night.
makes, what, $40 on the hand?
You bet on every fold you make 40 plus the ball. $50 profit.
No, after I started.
Guys, the link to vote, Nightbot, our lovely friend here, has just voted, or has just put the link to vote there. So make sure you get in those votes. You got about 10 minutes left in this voting period until we switch
The funny
gears
part
on you.
is under the gun.
Still voting for
That's like
most skilled player. So,
Yeah, what? That was awesome.
you know, based on the game that you're seeing,
I'm playing hard.
who do you think is the most skilled player? Vote for them. Just click the link.
Yeah, I'm raising. I'm actually raising. I'm raising like I have ace king out of 50.
Or you hope
Now they're all talking strategy.
Oh, I love it, I love it. Now they're like, let me tell you, I should have played this hand. Yeah. All right, J-Mag with J-Mag here. Makes it 13, 3-4 spades. Aaron's going to look him up.
comes out, you open for a 7 or a
King, queen suited.
Yeah, Aaron with a very nice hand in position here against J-Mag.
Yeah, Matt's going to get out of there. Heads up to the flop with two completely opposite hands. I'm kind of stoked. I mean, let's see what happens. I don't really see how this flop could totally hit them both.
Oh my.
Oh, yeah.
Four deuce.
Oh, yeah.
Club them, one
Just a
spade.
little bit. That's enough for J-Mac to get saucy here. And he
Yeah,
does.
pops a pair.
And
Come on.
he fires 15, Aaron flats.
Wow. Now Aaron picks up a good shot here.
And two overs. And the thing is, J-Mac doesn't even hate that card because he also picks up a wheel draw now with his pairs.
No, I'm betting like 45.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna see that whatever you 7
I love it. It's such a huge hand, and we're just like, no, J-Mac folded a pair with a wheel draw. Like, whoa. Oh,
Well, the
that's
sick
hilarious.
part is he has 75%. He's actually ahead there, but you know the way Aaron played that hand, he has to think he's behind there.
Yeah.
So,
on
you know, well played by Aaron.
I love that's a communal. It's always great when you're in a card room and you hear that across the room. Like, all the players stand up.
Yeah,
Everybody's like, ooh, what
yeah,
happened?
cheater.
Who got river? What's the jackpot? Did you guys hit a, you know, like what's going on over there?
It's like somebody rivered a flush.
Oh yeah, it's always like somebody rivered like a sick 2-outer, you know, for like a huge pot. You're like, yeah, that's about right. That's generally how it goes.
We're not talking about the side.
1,200 in the pot. You shove 700, 800 out there. Fold.
And we need extra money.
Nice. Yeah, Plastica pointing out in the chat how low, you know, the effort that Low is putting forth.
Absolutely.
You know, coming out with a different get up.
And she's at least taking the time to write us entertaining bios every week, so that's how she keeps getting in.
You know,
know?
she's mixing it up. She's putting in some bluffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
like
these,
it.
and these
A for
bios,
effort.
I mean, they're voted on by like 10 people, I think, and they're voted on anonymously, so it's not like we're like, oh, we just like Low, so we're voting for her. I mean,
we have no idea who it is.
no, she's putting the effort, and even if people put in what would I consider identifying information about how they placed in a certain tournament, you know, that's all deleted out and censored out, so we really don't know who's who, and it's always a blast, always entertaining.
Yeah, so send in your bios, make them entertaining, let us know you're going to be fun, you know, in the game and all that.
So Low's gonna fire out 16 here, and she's just gonna take the pot down.
Yeah. So next Saturday, we're going to have our 135 PLO game. Jake and I will be commentating. Get your bios in for that, because it's going to be a really good game.
Yeah, get them in by Wednesday at noon, guys. That's when they got to be in, and then we vote on them actually that Wednesday here later in the day. So it's going to be to Stones Survivor at stonesgamblingHall.com. If you need any of this information repeated, or you need to find it later, it's all on the website. It's all on the Twitter. Just basically look up Stones on any social media, and you should be able to get all the upcoming tournament information that you need.
Not the bigger one. I'm gonna go down there.
Also, you have to follow Stones Gambling and Stones Live on Twitter to participate in the Twitter roll, the pre-roll tournament.
Oh, I got something about that Twitter roll right here, actually, guys. Bam.
Boom. So Monday, May 30th at 12 p.m. It's a 10K prize pool. Free roll. So they're, you know, Stone's putting up $10,000. Most of that is going to be at the final table. for the payouts. You have to pay $35 to buy in.
It's $35 for 10K guaranteed. Well, no, sorry, it's not even 10K guaranteed, it's 10K added by Stone. So it's, I mean, it's just literally extra money. They're only a $35 buy-in, and if you follow, and if you follow our tournament directors as well, for each, there's like I think 3 of them on here. If you follow the tournament directors on Twitter as well, you get bonus chips for each of them that you follow. So follow Stone's Gambling, Stone's Life Poker, all the tournament directors, get a bunch of chips, $35. Come in here and win thousands for like $35.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Pretty good value.
Yeah.
J-Mac takes that one down. Jack 9 on suit.
You only want to do it once. You only want to do it like once a shit.
So now we have big blinds listed. That's bad when big blinds are listed next to your name here for Andrew. He's got 12 big blinds. He's got like $25. He's going into full ninja mode. If you look here in C9,
man.
full ninja mode with
Reload.
yeah, with the hooded mask here. Yeah. Full ninja mode is intimidating for sure.
Yeah, Andrew just got, well, I guess he chopped, but, yeah, I guess we'll say he chopped the Sunday 40K guarantee tournament last Monday. So we know he has a few bucks. He needs to
You can change gears.
Get out
Change
there.
gears with it.
We are live. Hey, John Malkovich.
Jason with 2 Qs. What?
Okay, I can be Ed
Not
or
allowed.
Matt.
Alright, so Jason raised it up 15. It looks like he's not giving action.
Oh yeah, Hong Kong 2's gonna look him up here.
Nice.
Hong Kong 2, yeah, King 6 here. Wait, we're
What's happening?
reworking it
What's
here. Hold on,
He
everybody.
has King 6.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so
King 6
here.
suited, yeah.
Flips mid pair, top kicker, and
Oh, Lowe's in there too.
Lowe's got
Okay.
3 deuce.
Wow. Nice. Goes check to low, and she's gonna fire out a, not continuing, but she's gonna fire out on this flop.
Poker Pro Eric, I believe they're adding 10 grand man, but we'll get that squared up for you here exactly on that on the specifics on that Twitter roll tournament.
Jason gonna fold queens face up.
Wow, and Lowe doesn't even show. Lowe had a beautiful advantage to be like, here's my deuce, I love it. Lowe must have it beat, always has
Everyone's
it
like,
beat.
obviously she has an ace.
Yeah.
And Lowe's like, that's what I want you to think. Very nice. I like that, you know, when everyone checks you there, it's good spot to rep the ace. Nice work, Lowe.
I love when you bet and somebody tables a better hand face up in front of you, and
Yeah.
you're just like, yes. And depending on who the player is and depending on the vibe I want to give off, I might show if I'm low there. Now, most of the time I probably don't. I just take the pot
Yeah.
and be like, yeah, I had it, you know?
Yeah.
But depending on kind of what I'm angling for in the game, I have no problem showing like, oh yeah, that's a great hand. That's way better than mine.
Yeah.
And this is a problem. So Andrew here, our short stack with $25, has the 7 deuce, and I feel like if he were to shove, he's actually getting an extra $50 worth of value if he wins the pot.
has to shove.
I feel it, and I think that's what he
He has
knows, and
to
he's
shove.
doing it. I love it. Get in there.
Do it.
Because he's automatically getting it. When he's dumped 2 to 1 on his money without even making a
Unfortunately, he
sweat.
doesn't have like $50 or $60 because then
know.
it would be so much more likely that he gets everyone to fold. But
Even if everybody folds here, I love it. It's so great. But you're not going to get now. Ace 9 suited, King 10 suited. We're going to get a few callers. Ooh, Cali Kid actually doing protection.
there you go. So I mean, now you go heads up. You got 40 extra dollars.
Oh,
to
and
play
Jason
for.
chips it too, maybe? Yeah, he does.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, huge
Queen,
flop for
8,
Jason.
6. Wow, 2 diamonds.
Plus
for
draw for Jason here. Oh, Jason doesn't ship. It looks like he has a few chips left.
What? Oh. Oh, wow.
And now he's
He
gonna
ain't
ship it for
folding now.
Oh, he's going to repeat.
Repeat.
The peak repeat.
Wow, Cali Kid cannot be happy.
No, horrible flop for Cali Kid.
J-Mac chips it here.
But I mean, there's so much money in the pot already. You're not
Yeah.
going anywhere, especially for what you bet out here.
He just, he raises.
Oh, he does raise all in.
Goes
Yeah,
all in,
and
okay.
Cali Kid gets away. So Jason's automatically going to come out ahead in this pot and
Oh,
makes the
wow.
monster flush there.
Wow.
Unfortunately for Andrew, 7 deuce is not going to be lucky in this one.
Yeah, it sucks for Andrew. I mean, he kind of had to do it there.
No, I love it. If I look down and I know that I'm guaranteed $45 if I win with 7 deuce outside of the pot already,
Yeah.
think about it. You get one caller, you're betting 25 to win 95 essentially. You're betting 25 to win 100.
Exactly.
You're getting 4 to 1 on your money just by shoving all in. I think we all make the same choice. So,
Just try to flop a pair.
and how dare J-Mac get lucky? How dare J-Mac have like one of the better hands
Right?
and actually win? That's not allowed.
Nice pot for J-Mac.
No, he was drawing to the Royal on the turn.
He was drawing to the Royal on the turn. Hollywood and Lowe discussing the hand. You're like, clearly he was drawing to the Royal on the turn, guys.
So we got 2 minutes left. to vote for this category, most skilled player. So hurry up and get your votes in. We're going to move on to the next category in 2 minutes.
And the next category, some of you might know what it is, but it's one of my favorite categories because generally I'm never the winner of that category. So we'll get to that here in a minute.
Don't even go there. Don't even go there. Go.
Aaron, King Queen suited, gonna make it 18 to go.
Start
Start a war with them. We got DG
Couple
Poker.
fools
They're ready for a war.
Matt's out of there. I think Lenny's out of there.
It's like the opening raise size is increasing.
Oh, absolutely.
Steadily increasing over the
And like I
time
said,
here.
if you guys are local, come on down here because after the cameras go off, this game is only gonna get more live.
Aaron's mad that J-Mac called.
You're gonna have one of the shirts.
Ace, Jack, 4 flop here.
Hey, did you hear the beat about? Hey, you got
Pretty good flop for Aaron. He's just gonna check back.
Aaron's still way ahead here.
Check. And
Oh, and he let J-Mac get there.
J-Mac
He shows not no pair and 7 for J-Mac. J-Mac's smiling here and smiling like, really?
That's funny. That's funny.
No, but Aaron doesn't care. He just laughs because he's like, I'll let you get there. I should have known.
That's right.
Should have known you're luckier than me.
And, we were talking about this before, but J-Mac gets to see free cards a lot of times because he's so sticky, because he's going to check call, he might check raise with a very wide range, and if you have that pair with a gut shot, you know, you just want to check back.
And I think he even knew that both of his high cards, not only did he have the gut shot, but he knew that either of his cards were live for a good pair. So,
It's true. And J-Mac just gets there.
yeah.
That is true, man. That is true.
All right.
Matt has ace-6 offsuit.
I won't.
So raise.
Diego going pro says, vote faux low.
Vote for low.
Vote for
I like
low.
it. I like it.
I like that.
You should start a campaign.
I was like, that's trending on Twitter already.
Right?
It's catchy. Vote faux low.
Wow, that's so good.
All right, guys, it's 9 p.m. and we're coming up to my favorite category, which is
The luckiest player.
luckiest. Not me. I'm never the luckiest player. I bought a horseshoe once on eBay and it was broken. It didn't
Maybe you
work.
didn't put it in the right place.
You know what? That's what somebody else told me. I swear to God, I thought I did, but I have to reread the instructions. It was one of those like broken English translated
Yeah, I
ones.
can't help
so.
you with that, man.
Yeah, no, it's no good. No good at all. So hop in. We'll stream up the link here to vote here in a minute again. It's the same link. Get in there. Vote for the luckiest player. I think we've seen all sorts of random little lucky luckouts here. Luckouts. Yeah. Again,
That one by J-Mac,
Yeah.
7 on the river.
Right there. Easy money. Check it down. J-Mac always gets it.
So Matt raised it up to ace-6. Lenny called with 7.
was trying to
Hong
steal.
Kong Chu called with ace-10 off. And Cali Kid puts in a 3-bet with ace-queen offsuit on the button.
I like your pen.
So nice move here. Nice Deej move here.
Yeah, D's move. Hey, got Lenny to fold out. We got Lenny to fold his 7s here.
You
Looks
know
like.
he's raising like a 7-5.
And back on Hong Kong Chu, who's also going to fold.
Yeah, I think if the size
all
was a
up,
little
up.
smaller, you know, set up call there, try to set line, but with his stack size, it was just
What is, and like you said, I mean, it's not, it's a stack size too, because I mean, you know you're not just pulling that bet. You know that it's going to get expensive quickly, and he can easily put your stack to the test and you barely hurt his.
yeah,
So,
especially with Kyle, like he's not going to be checking back when he calls. So.
No, I think usually.
So get in there and vote for the luckiest player.
oh gosh, so lucky. Looks like Hollywood was in there. Hollywood got out. He's fucking Jack 10. What's he doing with it? But Matt will pick up that 7-3 and just roll with it for sure.
Get 11. You can shove it well.
7 deuce, Matt.
Yeah, I know. He's like, oh, we're not playing that. I thought it was 7 anything. No, we're not playing that game.
And Cali Kid with ace queen again.
And even though look, he's still got tie cards. Lowe's got 7-3. Matt's got 7-3.
Wow. So Cali Kid puts in a raise here to 15.
What are you talking about? Who's leading the votes?
No one with anything.
It's all air balls right now. The best hand
Oh,
actually.
Low makes the call. Defense here. 7-3.
Cali Kid, I believe, has position on low right now, and low actually flops a weird little gutter ball right in the middle of it,
Weird
and she
little
fires
gutter
out. She fires out without hesitation.
That is awesome.
First action, fires 20 right at it. Kelly Kid with just 2 overs.
That's so cool because, I mean, she recognizes that, you know, this flop is more likely to hit her defending in the big blind.
Yeah, successfully.
Did she show it?
Wait. Error.
He wants EV5, but we don't have
No,
it.
we're showing the queen
Kelly Kid
side.
has easily enough chips to float. And even then, not floating it slow will not call it. Just knows that, you know, it's just probably calling here. Yeah, and that's one of those things where, you know, against another, you know, looser, more aggressive player like J-Mac or something.
Yeah.
Kelly Kid's going to float there all day. He's going to call. He's just going to see what happens. Maybe try to take it back from him.
You know, Kelly Kid also recognizes that he could just be drawing down there. She could have flopped, was it a straight flop?
Because you mentioned
She could have flopped straight. She could have flopped 2 pairs. She could have flopped set and be leading with those hands.
I think, if anything, I'm putting it right down and putting on maybe flopping a pair with a straight draw, which still is
something like
miles
that.
ahead of my 2 overs. Yeah, it's still miles ahead. So good flow by Kelly Kid. I think he correctly knew that. Well, actually, technically, I mean, he was way ahead, but good representation, Low.
She still had one.
Yeah.
Good move by Low. I like that.
what's this guy?
I love that there's no hesitation, too. Just instant boom. I have the best of it. Get out of my way.
I just have that to hold my
I'll
own.
go cheer raising up with ace queen suited here. Middle position.
We cannot even buy anything or
Looks like J-Mac defended. Not sure what. On the cutoff. Aaron makes the call. 5-6 suited. See a flop. Ace 10-5.
Oh, J-Mac with his usual deuces. It's funny because when we don't see J-Mac's hand and it's basically just 2 any cards, I'm like,
Usually deuces.
oh, I know, but I'm like, that's always J-Mac's hand is any 2 cards.
Right,
It doesn't,
true.
it doesn't, I wouldn't
really
even get to
matter
see
what they
them.
are.
I love it.
So deuce on the turn. Oh, hold on, not yet. So Hong Kong Chu flops top pair, queen kicker. Aaron's gonna lead out $27 here with bottom pair, and Hong Kong Chu makes the call. Aaron can't love that call.
No, not feeling comfortable with it.
He's probably shutting down. Check, check. Oh,
not
sorry, I
shutting
didn't
down.
realize Aaron's on the button. So Hong Kong Chu's kind of in trap mode, I guess. Kind of check call the flop, checks the turn.
And Aaron's been enough to where it almost looks like he might be pot dedicated into this here.
Wow.
Pot's already at
How much did he
93.
bet?
We're gonna find out here. Oh no, maybe not. He's not pot dedicated, but Pot was at 93. He bet 34 into it, and now he's gonna put him to the test. Hong Kong's making the move here to shove Aaron all in. And
Yeah, I mean, I think when you check twice, your hand's definitely underrepresented, and with their stack sizes, you might as well just get it in here on the turn.
I'm catching up to
And
you.
now Aaron, I don't know if he can fold, like you said. I think he's pot committed.
My mom's
Looks like he has maybe 40.
out there teaching counter harass my
I
son.
guess.
50 behind maybe,
Yeah.
something like that. But even then, 50 behind, the pot's at
Something like
200.
50 behind, yeah.
He's getting 4-1 on his money. And I mean, but if Hong Kong check raises him like that, he can't. Yeah, see, he can't think that he's doing that as a bluff.
Right. I mean, he has to at least have an
He
ace.
shows the ace.
And the problem is he could also be drawing dead.
Yeah.
Like maybe Hong Kong Chu does that with aces or 10s or something like that. He could be drawing really slim if Hong Kong Chu has an ace 10. So.
And if you look at the outs at the top, actually, it shows only 2 5s and a 6, and that's because when our system here, we actually calculate the muck cards as well. So if there's people who have already folded or burned cards that were like the 5 or the 6 or something, then we take those out of play. So in your head, you might think, okay, well, I got 6 outs, right? Any 5 or 6 or whatever, but really you actually have less than that. But we can all see that here. So we have the hindsight 2020 vision.
That's right.
The hindsight bias is very strong.
Remember the pipes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There's some fun action hands developing here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still voting for the luckiest player. So get in there and vote for who you think is the luckiest player at the table.
Kelly Kid's gonna make it 15, hoping to get lucky with an all diamonds action here. And Aaron's looking for his spot to ship it. King Queen, all in for 163, not a small amount.
Wow.
He must have had
He
maybe
must
another
have
white
had
there
more
or
asking,
something.
you know.
Or not a white, but he must have more money.
Game
Or
or
something.
Before this hand or something.
Maybe the count's off. No, maybe the count's off right there.
Oh, maybe.
I think maybe just 63 or something. We'll see.
Yeah, so for the second time, Aaron picks a pretty bad spot where he's dominated. But last time he won, so.
Well, if he gets lucky here, then he's maybe just going for luckiest
For
player.
luckiest player.
Luckiest
Yeah,
player
get it in
vote,
bad
for sure.
and win. That's like the definition of luckiest player. So we'll see if he can get it here.
I love it, Matt. And Matt seriously asked how much. I I love it.
He'll never do that.
I was gonna say, I think he's wondering, he's like looking, he's like, does Cali Kid have the opportunity to re-raise? And Hong Kong Chu here doesn't want to get involved with a huge stack. He's gonna correctly lay down. Instant call by Cali Kid, going to the flop.
Yeah.
Nothing for anybody. Cali Kid still way ahead.
And an ace on the river will seal the deal.
And the rich get richer. The rich get richer. Cali Kid killing it
If
tonight.
Aaron does not keep up his luckiest player rep
My
here,
mom is
man.
watching you.
He missed the mark on that one. He needs to get luckier.
Maybe next hand.
If he didn't call, I don't want to call you. I won't be killing you with my fucking card.
See, now this is getting more and more as a bit of a tough table to sit in. I mean, not huge stacks, but Cali Kid is demanding lead. Demanding lead here
Over
with chips.
$1,000 in a 1-2
He's-
with a 200 cap.
Yeah, and he's 3 times stacked over the next biggest person to chip, so he's gotta love life right now. I mean, he's got superstar push around power.
Yeah, for sure.
I got what you said?
You're gonna, if I did call
So
you,
Vote for Low is taking off in the Twitter, I mean the Twitch feed.
Yeah.
Vote for
Can
Low.
you say yes?
Vote for low.
It's trending.
I saw hashtag low main in there. I'm like, whoa, very nice. That's very clever. I like it.
Hilarious.
She's
got some fans. I mean, I would definitely like to see some ladies in that final table.
Absolutely.
You know, playing for the WSOP seat.
It was a blast watching Veronica and Friends. I love how it was all women playing and 2 guys commentating. And I just love it, right? It's like the exact opposite of what you normally see. I totally loved it. And you guys got down. I mean, I think a lot of people weren't sure how the game was going to go.
Oh my gosh.
And that game, I feel
Super
straight out of
active.
Anchorman, I'm like, wow, that escalated quickly. This game is some real poker
That
right
escalated
here.
quickly. It really, yeah, it was like that.
Yeah.
So Matt here with the King High flush draw.
All right, so we've just been informed from the news desk that we have a super close race between 2 of the people here. We're not going to give it away. You can check it if you want to, but it's very, very close. And at the end, we might actually go to a sudden death, depending on how that works. And we haven't actually seen that before. So if that happens,
Unprecedented.
that's going to be fresh and fun for everybody. So I'm in.
So stick around till the end of the stream for sure.
Yeah.
We might actually go over 10 o'clock. Just a little bit, so yeah.
Absolutely.
Hang in there.
And the sudden death here is actually just, I think, with pistols and like an old school Western
I'm pretty
draw.
sure it will be a draw, yeah.
So yeah, it's literally last man standing because the other guy's like dead. So
Wow, and here we have J-Mac with top pair with queens. Matt had a King High flush draw, turned a pair of jacks. You see J-Mac with the check mark there.
Check.
Check. Okay, so J-Mac's gonna take it down there.
is J-Mac allowed to have top pair? I thought there was a rule against that. Like regardless of kicker, J-Mac can't have top pair.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
I should
Yeah, that seems unfair.
He's gonna take it down. Nice little pot,
That was a
243.
solid pot. I mean,
Take it all day. Nobody liked the spades on the flop. Obviously Matt was going for the spade draw.
yeah.
You know.
And then Matt picks up the jack on the turn just to keep him in there.
It's the
you know.
bloodsucker card, right? You gotta bleed out some more chips. Yeah. I love the names. You got Cali Kid, you got the Hong Kong chick. You got them all there. I love it.
Low main. Hold on, what?
The low main, hashtag low main. Guys, almost halfway through this voting period. Your luckiest player, vote for him. If you're still watching, then you've definitely seen some lucky things so far tonight. So get in there, cast your votes. It's a close race, so definitely vote.
Yeah.
Vote. Looks like Matt M is going to wake up over here on the button with a hand. Second, not no pair. Ace Queen.
Hong Kong Chu gonna defend in the big line with ace-6.
Beautiful flop from Matt here. Top with the nut club draw if it wants to go running clubs. Unfortunately for him, his opponent Hong Kong Chu has like a whole lot of nothing. In fact, it's bad when you have the less than 1% inside, you know, to
Right.
win. It's like literally when you have to put the less than.
1%?
Yeah, when you have to put the less than, you know things are bad. I don't care what it is, it's just less than.
These are not
It's
good.
bad. And the greater than 99%, I love it. Like, you know what? I would still find a way to lose this pot. You'd be like, running 6s, you're done.
I did.
And then you would
lose.
get voted as
won it
Hong
backwards,
Kong's
though.
player.
Yes,
Like a backwards
yes. Is there one for that? No, there's
I
not
want
one for
that
that.
one, too.
I'd create my own category. I'd always win the
lot out.
unluckiest player.
I couldn't fold your 70 on the turn, man. You really couldn't. I think you played it fine, though.
Up to low here, 7-4 suited. I was gonna say, I'm not actually surprised to see Low playing this. She's really been good and great at mixing it up. I mean, you know, jacks or just total rags, and we've seen her raise with rags, get re-raised, and actually defend it. The hand with J-Mac earlier where she flopped the weird gutter ball, and you know, whatever. She's like, I'm just gonna fire right out and get the other person to get off.
Yeah, she's been mixing it up for sure.
Hong Kong.
I like this. Shoot, 7-4 suited. I mean, people are like really confused against her right now.
Oh, yeah.
So she has them right where she wants them.
So Poker Pro Eric said VAP, and I don't know if you caught this, but we've actually, I recoined it instead of Veronica and Friends as Veronica and Prisoners. So now instead of the VAP, it's VAP. So and you're part of that. I don't even think you were the prisoner. I think you and her were like the prison security guards, and like everybody else was the prisoner. So that was real nice of you
I
guys.
was pretty terrified of Athena.
Yeah.
She was making me a little nervous.
Look at this, Cali Kid flops straight, right on the flop, no hesitation. And Hollywood got a little bit of a hand here. He's got top pair with a redraw gut shot straight.
Yeah, I can't see Hollywood getting away from this on the flop.
So this is interesting. So Hollywood bets 5. Cali Kid makes it 25. Low got out of the way. And now back to Hollywood.
The problem for Hollywood is, you know, he could be drawing really slim. If Cali Kid has like a king-queen. Of course, he has that hand blocked, but ace on the turn doesn't improve.
No, and I don't think either player, I mean, actually, Cali Kid likes that because he thinks it's going to give him more action
It
here.
really doesn't change anything for Cali Kid. If he was ahead on the flop, he's still ahead.
Yeah.
And it seemed like he was, so he's going to go for value here.
Yeah, you know,
Hollywood doesn't like that card, other than the fact that he knows now if a queen comes, he makes the absolute nuts. So, I mean, that's nice. But other than that, he doesn't like it.
And Cali Kid bet a lot. It says 45. I thought it was even more than that, but
that might have worked. I don't think it would have. I think it was wrong. I mean, you don't know that. I mean, I can.
and again, we see, you know, if Hollywood was deeper, he might be able to consider calling, but, you know, with his stack size, you can't really call a third of your stack there.
Hey, Sure, I think you were talking here about the Deep Stack Extravaganza 3 million guaranteed event satellite that's coming up. You had mentioned Eric Lindgren. It's actually Erica Lindgren who's going to be here, and Annette Oberstad. It's a $250 buy-in for every 20 players. They're actually giving away a $4,500 prize package, which is going to be $3,500 buy-in to the huge 3 million guaranteed Venetian tournament, along with $1,000 for travel and spending. And like I said, the two pros who are going to be here, Annette Oberstad and Erica Lindgren, are actually going to have $500 bounties on their head. So if you bust either of them out, you instantly get double your buy-in back, which is huge.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And you know, they're actually playing. They can also win the seat. So get in there and try to beat them. And Justin told me they'll be moving them around, so people will get a chance to.
Great for us. Sucks for them. They're probably always going to get dropped like right in the big blind at the next table they go to.
So it should make it interesting.
So we've only really seen 7 deuce 2 or 3 times. One was with a $25 all-in, Aaron, who I really wanted, or Andrew, because I really wanted him to get something there. He was getting great value.
Yeah, the first one was Aaron. They weren't even playing it yet.
And then later Matt raises it to 10 or 11 with 7 deuce, and totally takes the 5.
Nice line. Ace Jack 9 flop here. Matt has the best hand.
I like that. I like that. Next time do it.
A little posturing there.
A little posture, a little stack and check. I like to do the fake pump bet, you know, like instead of throwing it forward, throw it back and then check anyways. Everybody always gets a laugh out of it.
That makes me laugh. I like that.
You get a laugh every now and then.
That makes me laugh.
Nobody sees it coming.
So J-Mac's going to check back. It's 10.
Matt's going to fire out the $11 huge bet. J-Mac insta calls. 5 on the river, no improvement. Matt's still the best hand, king high. Loving it. Just check it down. Yeah, Matt will take it. He just laughed. I love Matt.
Matt's got to be getting that one down.
You know king high is good. Get out of my
J-Mac's
pot.
like, oh, why can't I just, bet that river?
Why don't I bet another 11 on the river and just steal it?
So sick.
Man, got Cali Kid just running over this table with that stack.
Oh my goodness.
But I'll tell you what, he's earned it though. I mean, he's been playing some solid poker.
Yes.
He's been really getting in and getting away from he doesn't need to get away from too.
He does get
Yeah,
on.
he's gotten a lot of like ace queen
Yeah.
hands. So he's gotten some cards, but he's used position,
said about my girlfriend.
aggression to definitely chip up. So. Ooh, Hollywood with kings.
And low in a spot with King Queen. It's not like all the kings busy. Jason also has a king.
Please on 11. Service.
Cali Kid with an underpair.
So Low gonna bump it up here. Yeah.
Is it working for you now? It's not working for me now.
Low raises to 16. True? Yeah. It's a pretty healthy raise. And now, what does Hollywood do here?
Hollywood's going to repop with kings.
Right after.
I don't think he wants to, he doesn't really want to play around. He wants to
Yeah.
isolate down to heads up here.
Plus, that looks like a real hand, you know.
Yeah.
Low raising to 16.
Exactly. With low raising to 16, I would almost put low on a pretty big hand and hope that if I make a raise here and I'm Hollywood, that she reshoves over the top and I can get paid.
Exactly.
I can get it all in before the flop. And he is going to make a raise here. Matt's out of there.
Raises to 41.
Cali Kid's gone. Aaron's gone. Back to low.
Basically a 2.5 times her raise.
It's a nickel to call, and she's going to get away from it. And let's see
Nice fold by
Hollywood.
Low.
Let's see
Nice
Hollywood.
fold by
He shakes his head. Doesn't show. You know, and I love it because you know, on a TV thing, it's like it doesn't matter whether you show or not. But I still respect, like, you see it later. See it on TV.
Yeah, exactly.
The worst part is when you see somebody totally lie about their hand. Full well knowing it's going to be on TV. And especially in a scenario like
That's
this
so
where
funny.
it's on a half-hour delay, you're going to see it.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way around it.
It's
Like,
pretty
you're
funny.
literally going to see it.
Yeah, actually during the Veronica and Friends, or Veronica and Prisoners stream,
Yes, yes.
yeah, I don't know, I played one hand really weird and called a 3-bet with like King 4 suited. Anyway, they had the stream table up right next to our game.
Yeah.
And I was like, can you take that off?
Yeah, seriously, I don't
I was
see that
trying to
right now.
distract everyone and get them to not see that hand, so it's pretty good.
Every time somebody wakes up with a pocket pair, it looks like all the other versions are busy,
Exactly.
right? So all the other 10s are busy here.
Yeah, no sense.
Cali Kid raises to 10 here with Queen Jack.
Possible sense.
And it's on Jason. J-Mac's going to re-raise here, maybe taking it up to about 30, 35, something like
Again
that.
with a real hand on the button.
Again, is this allowed? I don't think
Oh
it's
my
allowed.
gosh.
Well, at least you know he's not going to spike at 10, so he's really going to have to play for
And
this pot.
Aaron, again, maybe thinking about making a move.
Yeah.
10-3 suited.
Guys, 10 minutes left here in this voting round. Again, luckiest player is what we're voting for. So make sure you get in there, get those votes in.
Oh, he just makes the call there.
Aaron
10-3
flats with
suited.
10-3.
I told
Those
you,
gone.
he has a lot of gears.
Lots of gears.
Definitely capable.
More than
of
just your usual
mixing it up.
6-speed transmission.
Yeah, that's right. So what does Cali Kid do here? Queen Jack offsuit.
Cali Kid's going to make the call.
Gets in there.
All right, looks like deuce 9 deuce on the flop. Jason's going to be loving this flop here. The chances of somebody having a 2 here with that re-raise are fairly unlikely. And the fact that you have all unders to your pocket pair is always a good thing. So looks like
Especially with them just flat calling pre-flop, he can feel pretty good betting this flop.
now not only does he have the best hand, he also has position. He's also on the button. So if Jason right here didn't even have anything, I think he still makes that same play.
Yeah.
So his hand is actually pretty well disguised.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, there's no way that they think he has 10 right.
Yeah.
They think he's just got air and we're gonna let him have it, you know?
Yeah, he's very balanced there.
Damn it. That hand with my hand.
He can have overpairs and he can have air. He
playing the
can
nuts
have
on me,
like
of
7
course.
deuce.
7 deuce, that'd be great.
deuce would be
Oh, I
trips.
love it.
Southern Bridge here.
If somebody takes down that pot like they show
Yeah.
7 deuce, honestly, if somebody's check raising me or going huge on that pot, 7 deuce is probably the first mental thing that I
Exactly.
go to. I'm like, not only are you going to make me look like a donkey, but now I have to pay you an extra
That's
5.
why- that's
If you
why I
stack
can't
me,
play
I'm not
7
giving you
deuce.
that 5. If you take my entire stack, I'm not
Yeah,
giving you that $5 prop bet.
Exactly.
I could not even get to what you're talking
You know the stream, watch it later.
Lenny here with the King Queen offsuit. Gonna pop it up a little bit, looks like.
I kind of had the J-Mac, Jack 3
He
suited.
just limped.
He's gone. Aaron's in there. Low checks out.
Aaron gonna see the flop with Queen 9. And Hollywood is 6-7.
Aaron with the best of it by a mile, but still with absolutely nothing. Oh, that's poker. You're like, I have more nothing than you're nothing.
Oh, Lenny has King Queen.
Oh, there we go. I was like, we're just catching up with the animations here.
So checks around on the flop, 3 on the turn. Or did he about to turn? No.
So yeah, we need to call.
I don't know. The graphics are right, but it's still really small.
9 of hearts on the river. Aaron makes a pair. And bets out. Interesting. $16. He's like thinking about folding, and then he's like, hold on, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, nice
Lenny's
call.
like, no,
nice
I'm
call
good.
by Lenny. You know, the way Lenny played it, it looks like he has nothing, so he kind of has to call
Of
there.
course, yeah. Yeah, no.
Nice call.
Hey, shout out to Poker Miles here. What's up, guys? Watching from Australia.
Oh,
so we got
sweet.
some viewers from Australia. We got some viewers from
What's up,
China.
Miles?
We are super international tonight.
Yeah.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. Glad to have you. Absolutely. About 5 minutes left to get in those votes. If you're just joining us for the luckiest player category right now, that could be a variety of people at the table here.
Yeah, so
Find out.
yeah, click that link in the chat.
I hate you.
Or I think the link is also on the Stones website. But just click that link in the chat and go vote for who you think is the luckiest. Aaron getting aces, that might constitute.
And of course, like usual, all the aces tied up. Look at that. Ace, queen, and aces.
Oh my
Every
gosh.
time there's a pocket.
Yeah, he's probably going to get some action
Oh, yeah.
at this table.
Sure.
Okay, so Hollywood and Matt, both with ace queen. Wow.
So now, what do we think Hollywood's going to do here? If Aaron only makes it 16, is Hollywood going to re-raise here? Or is he just, I mean, he also has Matt behind him. He just makes the call.
He just flats. I think, out of position in small blind. Just played a little safe.
Got aces in position against ace queen and ace queen.
I mean,
Aaron doesn't know.
Matt might think about raising.
Yeah, trying to do the squeeze play here. Aaron doesn't know how far ahead he is. I mean, he knows he's ahead, but he's really got him locked.
Oh, man.
He's got him card locked.
If you have aces and you're up against 2 people, you want them both to have ace queen.
And I think he's going to make the call.
No one's even suited.
I thought Matt was thinking about doing the squeeze play there. I think he thought about it for a minute.
He just think about it.
Oh, what a setup flop.
Oh my god.
This is going to get ugly, guys. We got top kicker for Hollywood and
2
Matt.
players.
And no good against
Aaron's
Aaron.
sitting there with aces.
And both of them are drawing to the one and only remaining queen, assuming there even is one out there. This is a beautiful spot for Aaron. Honestly, this could bump him right to the luckiest player if he still have a vote. Because this is going to get nasty right here.
Flop. You're sitting there with ace queen and you have 3% to win.
Oh my gosh, so
That's
horrible.
pretty sick.
So Hollywood first to act fires 17. Matt just flat calls and Aaron insta ships and he says all in. He throws in 1 chip. He says all in as long as you toss him 1 chip.
Aaron
That signifies
says,
that.
if you got it, you got it.
And
I mean, it's not
Hollywood
the
now.
best flop for him. I mean, it is with their given hands, but
But there's a lot of drawing potential.
9, someone could have 10-8, 8s, 10s, Queen Jack, But he just happens to be up against the 2 hands he wants to be up against. Great spot for Aaron here. So luckiest player category. Might want to vote for Aaron here.
Yeah, he's trying to swinging it out with a few minutes to go.
Watch there be like a queen on the river.
Oh my god, like the one and only case queen too. So this isn't necessarily an easy position for Hollywood here. I mean, there's a lot of hands that
that's a
Aaron can
tough
have.
spot.
He could obviously have aces, he could have
And
kings.
he ships for 129. That's not a small ship. That's a pretty big raise there. I mean, it's for most of his chips. He might be able to get away from this. What do you think?
I think if he does, I think that it's going to kind of put the pressure on Matt. Yeah, it's going to put the pressure on Matt thinking, all right, well, I'm not getting away from this. I think I'm actually kind of surprised that Matt didn't pump a raise right on the flop here when Hollywood fires.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Matt
That would
didn't raise,
change
but
a
then
lot.
again, that's because Aaron's behind him. So
Yeah. And if Hollywood were to call, I think Matt could get away from it.
yeah, no, I agree. I think it's one of those scenarios where one of them makes the call.
Hollywood folds.
And
They
it
can't
looks
run
like
it twice, can they?
yeah, and it looks
Yeah,
like
Matt makes the call, right?
And it looks like there is one remaining queen here from our
Or
board.
is he just trying to get a read?
He said I call. He just said I call. Yeah.
Wow. 10 on turn,
Yeah, that's good.
6 on the river, yeah.
No sweat.
So Aaron takes it down.
And Matt handled that exactly like you know,
Yeah,
nice hand,
exactly, yeah.
right on. It was, you know, kind of set
Yeah.
up. You have aces, I have top.
Yeah.
Good talk.
Hollywood feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, see ya. You know.
He dodged a bullet there. One of them was going to double up Aaron, I think.
Yeah. No, and I agree with you. Earlier, it's one of those scenarios where one of them's going to call. If one guy folds, the other one calls.
Yeah.
If Hollywood would have called, Matt's gone.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you're not trying to get three-way action with that.
Exactly.
And that'll stack up Aaron. Aaron's been waiting for a pot like that for a while.
Yeah,
so good
for
for him. 2 minutes left to vote for luckiest player, and then we're going to move into our final and last category. So get those votes in, guys. Get them in. Just do it.
I should have pulled it. Where's the racket tack on this table? That's a hard ball. I did.
On my part.
So they're asking where the rack attack is. For those of you guys who haven't played it before, rack attack is something really cool. During certain hours of the day, what they'll do is they'll pick a random table, and they'll go ahead and they'll splash that table depending on the limit with 100 or 200 in the pot. And then even if it's a no-limit game, it turns to limit for just one hand, and everybody gets a chance, basically, the splash pot. There's already starting in at $200. So those like no fold and hold 'em.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
and those can
They
be
play it
huge
like a
pots.
limit game.
Yeah, so I mean, those splash pots easily $300-$400
gosh.
pots, and you know you're in for no more than what, you know, $48, $50, something like that. I mean, it can get big.
So we were playing 135 PLO here Wednesday night, and we got the rack attack. So they added 200 to the pot. We were playing 5-10 limit, and Nick Colvin and I both flopped the nut straight with 6-7, and Eric, they call him Man, he went. There was a 5 on the flop, queen on the turn, 5 on the river. He had queen 5.
Oh no! Oh wow!
It was a huge
Speaking
5.
of Queen 5 here, here's
Yeah.
a good one.
Lenny, 10-6.
Heads up. Sorry, Web.
I don't know what happened there. They just
No, just gone.
Played for
They were done with that hand.
Okay.
They were like, we're gonna let the house take this
That
pot.
happened.
We're done here.
The house wins.
So guys, it's 9:30. This brings us to our last and final voting category. Very important to polish off and get in those votes. This will make or break the winner. What are we voting on, Val?
Most disciplined player.
Nobody? Nobody at this table? No, actually, I'm just kidding. We've actually seen some really stellar folds from some of these
That's
players.
true, yeah.
You know, I think there's many different angles to most disciplined player.
Yeah,
for sure.
We're both the same.
We, you know, we're looking for well-rounded players to make it to that final, the single table satellite for the main event seat. So, yeah, discipline is pretty important.
And I think with all of these players too that we're going to be sending to that final table satellite for the main event seat, I think it's great because all of these players so far are great players, great tournament players.
Oh, yeah.
They're good at their game, they're good at their craft, and they have the potential to go really deep in the World Series. And let's face it, that World Series main event is no joke. I mean, you need stamina.
You gotta
need
dodge
physical
some
stamina,
bullets.
mental stamina. You need to be lucky,
Sure.
get that horseshoe inserted
Lucky.
properly, you know. Beautiful flop here for Hong Kong Chu. Almost top here with King 10.
Oh, turn.
Jason McRoberts always has deuces. How? Why?
How? What?
Crazy.
Well, he usually makes a set with them. So
I know, and
maybe
he
he's
usually
coming on the river.
Yeah, he usually turns it, so he
And
missed his turn.
He's gonna rep Hong Kong Chu's hand. Hold on, are those in there too? What happened?
All right, guy, the polls are back opened here.
Interesting. So Jason takes a stab at this 15. Low flat calls with ace-7.
Maybe looking
Great
to
spot
take
for Hong Kong Chu. Yeah. And
Low
he,
flats
very
looking to
slow.
hopefully make a move on the river.
I think so.
She wasn't expecting Hong Kong Chu to wake up with a hand behind her, so
Yeah.
solid.
Sneaky.
Cali Kid still up at the top there with 1,100 and a million big blinds. I don't know, I'm not good at math. It's close.
Something like that.
Yeah, well, neither is she. She's
After,
an English
like,
teacher, so.
Yeah, after like 150 big blinds, it's like a million.
I stop counting. Yeah. It's like when you have a newborn and you don't stop measuring them in months. They're like, how old's your child? They're like, oh, they're 37 months. I was like, you could just say 3. But you know, whatever. That's cool. and Low waking up with 7 deuce. Oh, and she's gonna instant get out of there. Not gonna be part of the 7 deuce game.
Oh wow, really?
Honestly,
Well, that's a bummer.
I thought Low was just gonna be in there firing with it, right? And
Maybe she forgot.
Yeah, she probably did. She probably did. That's I really
You just
otherwise she
rolled
shouldn't.
7 deuce when you're playing 7 deuce on stream.
Yeah,
That was an accident.
she didn't mean to.
So yeah, Poker Pro Eric says pool is open. No, the pool is open.
Oh, there's a pool here? I'm totally going
Pool's
swimming.
open, too.
The pool's open, guys. Come on in. The water's warm. But it's not heated. You figure it
True
out.
story.
It's true.
Super warm though.
It's super warm.
Uncomfortably warm.
Yeah. Like you look at your buddy and you're like, did you? I hope you didn't.
So you? Going to the other end of the pool.
Oh, 884 on the
Some
flop.
cards for Hong Kong Chew.
Yeah, nobody else really has a
Okay,
piece of it.
Jeff.
Yeah, Aaron does have a pair here. He does hit the 4.
30. Lenny with the old 10-3 suited ball.
The old 10-3 suited ball coming at you.
Well, we saw Aaron get frisky with it earlier too, so maybe it's something about this table.
And Hong Kong Chew is definitely going to make the call here with hearts.
Looks like Lenny bet.
Yeah, Lenny fired Hong Kong Chew flats, and Aaron gets away.
10 high.
Yeah.
Oh, Aaron folds
It's
best
that
hand.
10-3 ball, man. I'm telling you, he thinks it's
Six.
aces.
6 on the turn. Lenny has to be a little scared here. We just saw Hong Kong Chew do a little sneaky turn check raise, so we'll see. See if he shuts it down or barrels.
Oh, he's grabbing. He's doing the
second
whole,
barrel.
whenever your hand comes out in front to grab chips, you know it's serious.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Just the in-front claw of chip
real.
grab. Yeah.
That's $40. Nice. I like this. We haven't seen Lenny really barreling too hard.
No, absolutely. No, I like it. He's really putting, I mean, unfortunately, I don't think Hong Kong Chew's really going anywhere. And he doesn't, oh, maybe he is. Nah, he may posturing. Nah, he's not going anywhere.
I don't know. The problem is, you know, the board's paired, so he doesn't want to be
Drawing dead.
Drawing dead.
Yeah.
Drawing to
he
a
gets
queen
away.
high
Yeah, he gets
flush,
away. No,
out of
he
position.
correctly gets away.
Yeah, that's good fold. Good fold.
That's good. And that's another prime example of where position can win you the pot. Lenny was
fold,
last.
although he had 91%.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Discipline. Disciplined player. You know, right or wrong, there you go. But no, it's another prime example of where position can really win you the pot.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know, you have the button, you have the opportunity to bet.
Yeah.
You know, it's pure tactics.
Nice double barrel there by Lenny.
Yeah. Hey, even everybody in the chat room said he's calling, and then he folded, and they were like,
Yeah.
whoa. I just pictured Keanu Reeves like, whoa.
Well. So, I mean, we're voting for most disciplined player right now, so I don't know. Maybe you think that was a disciplined fold?
I think he's pretty disciplined. I don't. He has no idea how far ahead he was, right? I mean, obviously he makes a call any other way,
obviously,
but I think he puts him on at least an 8. And if he hasn't voted up yet, he's
Yeah.
still got a ton of potential to double pair the board or complete his vote. So
Yeah, there's also a straight possibility on the turn.
Yeah.
Cali Kid gonna raise it up with 10-6 suited.
Chip leader,
Oh,
oh,
this
man,
is
they're popping
a
it.
blind versus blind
Oh yeah,
situation.
J-Mac's gone.
Takes
He's
it
like, you
down.
want to see it? Oh, he like, come on, you know you want to see it.
He's like, you can watch this one on the stream.
So do you ever mess with players? Do you ever flip your cards down and you like, I'll show you one or pick one or something like that?
I'll do the pick one every now and then.
I like it's called the move. I'll do the pick one.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I'll do the pick one.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I'll do that. Sometimes it's cool because sometimes it totally backfires and you're on a Soko bluff. And like if they pull over one card, it looks like you could have monstered everything, and then the other card is literally like no matter what they had, they pretty much guaranteed to beat you. And you're like, don't flip over that one, don't
Right.
flip over that one.
Oh yeah, I have done that. It's yeah.
You're like, I really wish you would have picked the
Scary.
ace instead of like the
Exactly.
6.
Yeah, one of them gets you like a snap call, and the other one's like a snap call.
Yeah, exactly. I've done that. I've even done a thing in a cash game where I flip my hand face up. And I'm like, look, I have top set, I know you have a flush draw, and you're luckier than me, don't call.
Oh,
and I've had them
wow.
call, even when I show them that, and still get to the flush.
So sick.
I'm like, God, I
You really
can't
are
win.
the unluckiest player alive.
It's true. If I'm not the unluckiest, I'm like the 3rd unluckiest for sure.
Top 10 at least.
Yeah, top 10.
All right, Hollywood here with Ace-Jack suited.
Where's J-Mac with his pocket deuces when you
Money,
need it?
Ace-Queen. Yeah, right? 2-3-3 flop. So we'll see who think aggression will take this one down.
Absolutely, and Hollywood's going to fire right into that aggression here. $50 already out there to be taken.
Wow.
Hollywood wants some of it, and it looks like he's going to make it 24, 25, something like that.
Lenny's staring him down.
What's great, I love Lenny just totally barreling with the 10-3, but then like just blowing, like getting away from ace queen, ace jack. I was like, no. I need my 10-3, I need position.
He has some gears, I like it.
He's got gears, the kid has gears.
I think he also has the ace of clubs there, so I mean, it's a decent spot to float, but maybe against Hollywood, he's like, it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
That's who's winning tonight. That's because we have been like.
So still voting for the most disciplined player. We have
About 20 minutes.
20 minutes left.
Yeah, 20 minutes left, and then the winner will be decided. The winner will be chosen.
So we hear that the votes are pretty close, guys. So get in there and vote for your chosen player.
Yeah, vote for your favorite one, guys. Right now, technically, we are voting for the most disciplined player.
Let's see. Kyle K. Kyle K gonna pop it up here with ace 10 suited. Aaron calls with ace 10 offsuit.
There you go.
We've seen a lot of like sharing cards, right?
Tons of them. I mean, is this like regular ML here? All right, going to the flop. 6, 8, 9. Gut shot straight draws for both ace 10s. Hollywood whiffs it completely with 3s. No love for him. Aaron first act here with his ace 10. He's going to check it over to Hollywood. And Hollywood checks as well. Cali Kid there with position. The same ace 10 is actually going to fire out and make it 18, 13. The other ace 10 is going to make the call. Hollywood mucks 3s. So we got tie hands here going to the turn. 4 pairs with an 8. No help to anybody. Aaron checks, and again, Cali Kid's in a great spot here. He has position. He's got the stack size to do it. He can really take this pot away. I can't see Aaron going too much farther here. He is. I love it.
I mean, maybe Aaron's planning on repping like hearts and heart peels or something like that.
Yeah.
Kind of a tough line to take out of position.
Oh, I love it. Look at this. And then Aaron comes out as the
Leading out.
aggressor. So sweet. And yeah, perfect. Great move. And that looks so strong too because he was just check calling.
He does,
So where
yeah.
he could, he's like, look, I was trapping you the whole time, but there's no way I'm going to
Yeah.
check to you on the river. And this is a prime
Maybe
example
like
of
a
poker.
Jack 8 type hand or something.
Well, this is a prime example of poker. Actually, I'm going to mark this one down because you got
Yeah.
2 of the exact same hands being played completely different ways.
Right.
And one guy's going to take it, and it's going to be just fun for them to watch later too.
Yeah, I was actually thinking for Aaron to check call that flop. I thought maybe leading the turn would actually be a decent line there too. But he takes basically the same line, but you know, leading the river.
That's exactly. I mean, you were like, he's clearly calling to try and take it away. If he misses, I mean, he's calling for the draw, but if he misses
Yeah.
completely, he's not afraid to fire out there, especially if the board pairs on the turn. It's very likely for him to have some sort of pair and a straight draw.
Yeah.
And then when the board pairs on the turn, it's super scary there for
Exactly. I mean,
Hollywood,
I think,
or for
yeah.
the kid over there.
Who got on?
I think leading the turn looks really strong too, and that could work
Turn it up,
also.
sorry guys.
Leading the river worked. Matt M ships it. Under the gun.
Yeah, Hollywood's
it's
thinking about
great.
just getting fresh here. Hollywood, King 7 suited, thinking, for the straight. I think Hollywood's thinking, is my chip protector luckier than you? My card protector is luckier than you, so.
I'm getting some old like
Too bad.
800 times.
See, that would have been a great spot for Matt to have 7 deuce.
Yeah.
You know, and then
Yeah, think
everyone
about
just has to
7
keep
deuce.
Extra 45 every time. Extra 45.
You know,
Plus
if someone does call, you might have outs.
It was a bad show.
That's the thing is
I
you
was
just hope
pissed off.
it's
I
a
thought it
7
was-
deuce. At least hope they have 2 live ones.
You can
Tell me you have 2 live ones.
pair or
Yeah.
trips. It's not that hard. It's not that hard.
I've done it. Hong Kong Shoes getting out of there. Cali Kid, 7-9 suited. He's going to play.
I'm pissed off when we called it.
Action over to Jason.
So, still voting for most disciplined player.
Looks like Jason's going to make it 17, I believe, here. 2 mystery cards. No surprise there. Jason always has 2 jokers.
2 triggers. Or a pair of deuces.
Yeah, and Matt's busy stacking his chips, so he's not going anywhere. He's gone. look at that. Scary flop for everybody. Ace, ace 3. Jason McRoberts with the nut no pair, the nut no pair monster.
I thought someone had an ace here. Is that wrong?
Maybe somebody who mucked, I don't know.
Okay. So, Cali Kid is 7-9, not gonna defend. Jason.
J-Mac with the posturing.
J-Mac with the antics.
Ready to ship it.
It was good, that's why.
And I'm not surprised to see J-Mac still building up his stack now. J-Mac's back up at 422.
yeah.
You know, as he got stuck, he would keep reloading at 200, so he's at least doubled that. Probably getting pretty close to even, but I think there's no doubt about it. Cali Kid here still with a huge chip crush so far.
Oh my, over $1,000.
Yeah.
We don't know how much he's in for. I'm guessing probably just.
Yeah, I think just the first 200 he probably bought in for. I mean, I don't think anybody here at the table bought in for less than 2. So.
I mean, winning 900 and a
We all
1-2
can tell.
game, not too bad.
Well, that is a solid day's worth.
Decent night.
I'm not in, bro.
That's a solid day's worth.
Cali Kid raises it up to 10 with A7 suited. Jason gonna get away from King 7. Uh-oh! Double Aaron with 7 deuce.
Hollywood
And
waking up.
Kings.
Hollywood.
Ruh-roh.
No Hollywood here. He's got the actual nuts here.
Again.
And Aaron, oh wow, and this is bad
Yeah,
because
Aaron's
Aaron's gonna walk right into the 7 deuce
Oh,
game.
man. See,
And that's a
this
healthy
is what
re-raise.
happens
Yeah.
to me
This is why you hate 7
when I
deuce.
play 7 deuce. Case in point. And then what do? You know, in Hollywood.
So Aaron makes a solid re-raise back to 44 here.
What's Hollywood doing? He was like grabbing the button.
He's Hollywooding. I mean, come on, let's call it what it is.
I lolled that one up.
Yeah.
I mean, he could consider flatting. And he's like, I have the button. Like, I'm definitely on the button.
Yeah. Oh, and he is gonna flat.
Flat calls.
Wow. What if 7 deuce catches up? What if 7 deuce gets there? Oh man.
Trappy.
Oh, Hollywood has nobody but himself to blame if that happens.
I mean, I wonder if he's trying to set a trap for Cali Kid here.
Cali Kid's the original aggressor here. He's gonna get out of
He's
there.
gonna get away from it.
Yeah, 7 deuce
Aaron's
versus
like,
pocket kings.
just
I love
give
it.
me 2 pair. Wow, flop's a gutter.
Yeah, flop's a good wheel for him.
It's also a
Aaron-
bad flop for Hollywood.
I was gonna say Hollywood does not like seeing
Wow.
the ace out there, and if Aaron bets really hard here, he has potential to actually take this
Wow.
pot,
It's
which
actually
would be extra disgusting
really-
when he flips it over.
This is a really good flop for Aaron, actually.
That's so huge. Oh man, Hollywood hates it, and Hollywood doesn't have the diamond too. He's got no diamond redraw. That's a horrible flop for Hollywood.
Oh my god.
And he's gonna flip the button. Better luck. Better luck when you flip the button for sure.
Oh man, 6
You
spot.
got an ace.
And if he has to, you know, pay off 7 deuce after this hand, he's gonna be so mad.
And the problem is, I mean,
Wow.
let's see.
So it looks like 45. Aaron's just barreling away at his rice bowl.
Yeah, and I mean, here's the deal, man. Oh, and he flips the dealer button
Some
again.
nervous,
That's such a
nervous
bold
energy.
strategy.
Sure.
I can't take that.
Aaron said, "I'll show you." Did he say, "I'll show you"? I might get him a call.
Yeah, that can always backfire.
That's so awesome. He looks super comfortable though.
I love whatever. I don't care what you do.
See, this is another thing that always makes me level myself. I'm like, he looks comfortable, but is he just trying to make me think he looks comfortable?
Yeah, right. Oh, wait. Oh, I think. Oh, did he shove?
Did he ship it? He's posturing. He's looking like he's gonna ship it.
I love
think he wants to fold.
And I love how Aaron leans back, doesn't care, like the whole, I'm gonna lean back and eat my food while you're thinking about it because it doesn't matter to me, I got you crushed.
So comfortable. It's
You know,
hilarious.
we've all done that maneuver.
I respect the board.
Oh, he said, I respect the board, I heard it already much, and Aaron is gonna see it. Oh,
Why you-
dude.
why you-
You can't help but smile. Even when you're Hollywood, you can't help but smile. You love it.
Oh my
You love it.
gosh.
I gotta mark that down.
That's so
That's fun
sick
stuff.
because, you know, Aaron, basically he has to have an ace or 7 deuce.
Yeah, right? He's got to. I mean, there's no way around it.
Not for yourself.
Maybe a random
I
flush draw
love
or
it.
something.
And the
but,
problem is he's got real lucky because if Hollywood, I mean, not that Hollywood just calls, he probably ships it all. I mean, if Hollywood just calls there, he's dedicated himself to whatever comes.
sure. It's
So
like
he had to push him off on the fly.
Aaron, I mean, it's effectively betting a stack because it's half of a stack, right? So it looks like he's just gonna, you know, he has no fault equity. And Aaron just sold it, man. He was eating his food.
Oh, just mouth on some rice. Like, dude, I have at least 7 deuce. Get out of my
He
pod.
was being all friendly, like, I'll show you, man.
So your brothers are calling your stuff?
Nice bluff, Aaron.
play pocket heat.
So it looks like in the event that we go to sudden death, it says sudden death will be dealt 2 cards to both players face up with the board. Whoever will get to see if it's a tie.
Have you seen that?
So that would be interesting, because then it's literally battle of the luck box. So we'll see if we get to that point. Maybe, maybe not. I think our tournament director has
He has to
say about
prevent. He
that.
has 7 dudes. He has to do it.
Okay.
Oh, that was some random person.
You know, it's easier
You
if
never
he has
know.
7
I don't
dudes
know
than
now.
aces,
Maybe,
right?
you know, I mean, I don't know. Maybe,
Tabletop poker, are you real?
are you real? Is this real
Are you
life?
trolling us?
Is this real life?
I was like, oh, that's crazy.
You know what? But Poker Pro Eric says probably no tie. Probably says somebody else is going to win by just points alone. How many votes we're getting? That would be the exact vote tie.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I'm no mathematician, but that's probably like 11% unlikely.
Lucky I lost. Just be happy. The right player has
Yeah,
to
thanks. I've been crunching the numbers for a while. Science, math, logic.
You can't argue with science.
No. I hashtagged it so you know it's real.
7 deuce on.
Still mowing the rice. He's like, give me 7 deuce, bring
He's
it
like,
again.
man, that 7 deuce, I really worked up an appetite. That extra $40.
And he's gotta love after he folds, like the icing on the cake. You already feel great when you have flop, but like getting an extra $5 from everybody, you're like, oh yeah, thanks for buying my dinner. Thanks for.
Hollywood has to be a little upset that he didn't just shit pre-flop.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
And the thing is, yeah, if he makes a huge re-raise pre-flop, 7 deuce is gone.
When you said that, show you.
Yeah, exactly.
He makes, even if he mid-raises pre-flop, 7 deuce is pretty much
And
gone.
that's where, you know, the 7 deuce thing can get really interesting because it can make you kind of rethink your strategy in certain hands.
This is where Jake would be like needling about like how he needs to go stab somebody. Whenever anybody limps with kings, or they just flat with kings or something, Jake's just like, this is the worst play ever. I hate this play. Oh my gosh. Loud noises. I'm angry.
He folded it. If he called it,
It depends. It depends. I don't think it was like the worst flat ever.
Now Hollywood here with pocket 3 is the only diamond in the deck, but definitely not loving it or drawing towards it here. And gets there. Hollywood with the check mark. It's been checked around so much, it'll
Yeah,
probably
he's
get.
gonna hope for a check around and get to show his monster flush here.
Let's go, show them.
Sucked out on Aaron so bad who had the 7 the whole time. What a monster.
What? Oh, right.
jacked up.
All right, guys, 9:50, 10 minutes left in the voting period. I know it's close. I know people are really neck and neck there, so definitely get in your bets, call your friends, call your pets, get in your votes. Do it.
I thought I had a straight. Oh, I had a straight. Look, I showed it.
Wow, looks like somebody's saying somebody's only ahead by 1 vote. We won't give it away, but definitely get in there and start voting it up.
I misread my hand on the river when you
I don't think we've had something this close before.
That's amazing.
It's generally a fairly good landslide towards the winner, so this is nice.
I thought I had one.
Yeah, guys, get in there and vote. We have 10 minutes. Make some phone calls.
That's what I mean. I've been calling up everybody. Do you know me? You don't even know me? That's great. Can you vote for me anyway? I'm disciplined, I swear.
Get out there, campaign.
Fingers crossed. Oh yeah, go door to door. Drop those annoying flyers on your car. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Those haven't really did change the.
It's not against the rules.
I'll do it.
I was like, as much possible. I just don't have better.
I think, I don't know, I'm expecting some vote for low flyers.
Dude, vote for
Maybe-
low.
maybe
Hashtag
more
low names. Oh, all about
There's a
it.
lot you can do with that.
All right, looks like we got a raise here. Raise to 15 with Lenny over there in C1 with ace queen of diamonds.
I've seen a lot of ace queens tonight, yeah?
A lot of ace queens. Like you said, a lot of tie hands too.
Yeah.
Everybody's just got each other blocked.
Twice on Wednesdays.
That hand doubles you up every
And again, guys, for those of you just tuning in here, get your votes in the last 10 minutes. The link is over there in chat. And you're watching a 1-2 no-limit game with a $200 max buy-in. Even if you get tabled, it's only $200 max buy-in, so you can imagine how things have been going when you see the stack sizes some of these guys have here. Yeah, it's been a bit of an event.
Yeah. 10-7-7 flop. Misses everyone. Low with a gut shot. Can't love it. She doesn't have any clubs. Board's paired. Lenny's gonna continue here with the ace queen overcards. Just hoping that everyone missed, as they did.
Aaron's got queen 8. He's going to check out. He's going to check back into his rice bowl. It's gone.
Low could think about doing something here.
Low's
but,
got a
you know, still out of position.
She's got a gutter ball out of position.
Yeah.
I mean, unless she really just wants to really focus more on making a move and a bluff and taking away this pot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really see her going
Pretty
too
hard
much
to
farther.
check call here. maybe a delayed steal.
Yeah, no, we've seen it before already.
Introduce some, mix it up.
When that's really going to improve Lenny on the turn,
That's
though.
a bad card for Lowe.
Oh yeah, Lenny's not really going anywhere at this point.
She probably just shuts it down.
I think Lenny's in check call mode at a minimum.
We've seen him, he's actually in position. We've seen him check back in spots like this. Yeah, he's going to go for some value here on the turn, though.
C3 is Cali Kid over there, Poker Pro Eric.
Cali Kid or Kyle K.
Kyle K. Yeah, one or the other. One or the other.
Kyle K. Apparently he has a large Instagram following. I haven't checked it out yet.
See, I think the voting is going to really tell us all, really. I mean, I think there's going to be a surprising amount of votes tonight.
Yeah.
Just 5 minutes left to get in your votes, guys. Get in there, make it happen.
So yeah, voting will be cut off at 10 p.m. The votes are very close, so get in there. Get in there, cast your vote, call your friends. Alright.
We got waking up with some hands here.
Yeah. Did Lowe raise it up here?
We got a raise to 15 by Lowe with Jack 10.
Nice.
And it's gonna get back around here to J-Mac. Jason, he's out of there. Surprising, 8-7.
Wow.
As good as anything for J-Mac here. Oh, Aaron shoves all in.
Aaron ships it.
Shoves all in. He said, I'm done with my rice bowl. I'm all in.
You know, I really like that shove, especially because 7 deuces in his range, right?
Yeah.
So she has to consider it.
Oh my gosh, what if she's like, oh, I probably have 2 overs against
See,
your
that's
7
yeah,
deuce.
that's one of my. I'd be like snap calling about.
See, and that's why it's
he
such
must have 7 deuce here.
It's such a mental extra change game, you know?
Terrible.
5 minutes left, guys. Get in those votes. It is a close one. Determine the winner. Your vote matters, I swear.
Unlike in political elections.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna be like,
California.
yeah, exactly. Unlike, actually
Maybe.
the real election,
Maybe. Maybe this year, guys.
Aaron over here at King 8, and he's already looking at $10 to play. Raised by Cali Kid, and he's gonna get in there.
Got some campaigning going on in the chat.
I love it. Vote this person.
Hey, yeah, that's all good. Just, try to keep it friendly.
Ace King 10 on the flop. It's going to give a pair of kings to Aaron. A little gut shot straight draw for Cali Kid here. And Lowe and Jason with the mystery hands, which I wouldn't be surprised if they had some of that. Oh, Lowe's got the same gut shot here.
Oh,
and,
J-Mac.
Yeah, J-Mac's got bottom pair. Oh, turns, trips. Huge.
Luckiest player.
Luckiest player. Back pedal, back vote.
Aaron gonna lead out here with this king now. Interesting lead spot.
Yeah.
What you thinking,
Alright,
Jay?
well, I'm guessing J-Mac's not folding.
And J-Mac's got position, which is always dangerous when a player like J-Mac has position.
Yeah.
And he's just going to flat call, it looks like.
Calls.
No improvement. Does make the straight, however. Gives the straight to Cali Kid.
Oh, Cali Kid folded.
Oh, and so J-Money's still good then.
Yeah.
J-Money's looking good. He's
can't
really
love
glad he
it.
blew
You
out those
can't
queens.
love
No, he
it,
doesn't
though.
love it. He's honestly just betting, saying, please don't raise. Please don't raise.
I mean, maybe is he betting for value here from like an ace?
Yeah,
I mean,
no, he's got to be betting. He's literally betting for
Ace or
value from an
king.
ace or king. I mean,
Yeah.
there's not. He doesn't want to get popped.
Specifically against Aaron, Aaron might want to look him up.
Wow. Oh, Aaron was thinking about raising
Such an
hard right
action
there.
river, though.
Man,
But again,
I think if Aaron does this posturing and then makes a huge raise, I think he can actually get J-Mac to fold, but I don't think it's going to
I
happen.
don't think he's gonna raise.
I don't think it's going to
yeah.
happen either.
But this is one of those spots where J-Mac's pretty polarized. Like he either has a queen, a queen or like a full house.
Yeah.
I think a 10 is kind of the lowest and the worst hand he could be value betting with, or he just has air.
Yeah,
and
but he's showing.
that's what he's thinking about.
He's showing. All right, guys, coming down the last 2 or 3 minutes here to get in those votes. The link was just posted by our friend Nightbot again here. So make sure you get in those votes. Vote for your favorite player. It is a close one tonight.
All right, players, this is your last
We
hand.
got
of
2
the
minutes.
free.
Oh, last hand.
Coming down,
Wow.
I'm so scared.
Nice kind of hard.
I wasn't
Get in there and vote if you haven't voted.
Love it. We got some strong campaigning in there. I love it.
Wow.
Aaron's back down, chewing down the next bowl. I love it. You know, he's
Ready to barrel seven
Yeah, he's
deuce
ready
again?
to barrel 7 deuce with the bowl. I love it. He's like,
I like
that's actually
it.
one of my poker props.
Yeah.
I always eat at the table so I can.
I really, really enjoyed that 7 deuce
Yeah,
hand.
so I
That
can
was
look nonchalant.
hilarious.
Yeah.
J-Mac with a real hand. Watch out.
Not allowed. Not allowed.
Watch out, everyone.
But easily polarized and easily disguised.
Yeah. Low might get. Oh, it's the last hand, guys. Why is everyone folding?
I know.
I always
Get in
play
there.
last hand.
I at least play like 7 deuce.
Hollywood looks him up with 7-8 suited. Jack
gut-
10-4.
Gut shots for both of them.
Oh, wow.
Funky gut shots too.
Fortunately, Hollywood's is on the low end.
Yeah.
Can't love that, but
No. And if he does,
It is
unfortunately,
J-Mac.
if he does get the 9 and he does get that, it opens up a world of outs for Jason.
that's right.
This is the last one.
Hollywood leads out 7.
And even if
The micro bet. Queen on the turn.
J-Mac not folding.
Proves-
J-Mac picks up top.
Again, J-Mac not actually allowed to have a hand, but does anyways.
Defying all odds.
Yeah.
that's 17.
Wow, Hollywood gonna keep up the story here.
He's keeping up that Hollywood script.
That's right.
Doing it.
J-Mac not going anywhere.
buying drinks,
Just
though.
flat call.
You buy a beer.
8 on the river, I would expect to check. Maybe, well,
I didn't want that one though. That wasn't mine.
yeah, Hollywood's gonna shut it down, especially since he picked up a pair on the board.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Once you actually pick up a piece of a hand, you're like,
Yeah,
no, I'm gone.
it's hard to bluff.
Get me out of here. And J-Mac, I think, is going to fire a little value bet here. Pot's already sitting at 77. J-Mac's going to fire a quarter
To
to
lay down my
try to pick up some extra cash and get
Yeah, I
paid.
mean, he realizes that he can get called by a jack or a 10, so nice value bet by J-Mac.
You guys are probably on camera right now because
And Hollywood doesn't have a dealer button to flip, but he's going to think about it.
I'm surprised he's not like spinning his
Card protector or
yeah, something like
But
that.
Jackson.
So how much is it? The bet is 30 actually.
You see, and I mean, it's a great bet by J-Mac because he's getting 8s to think about it.
Yeah,
and
no.
he's actually thinking about it.
And a huge part of that too. I mean, even when there's a 4-card straight up there, and there's a huge part about that that goes back to J-Mac's style and J-Mac's play, which is why,
Exactly.
you know, if Lowe makes that same bet, Hollywood's insta-gone.
Right. Exactly, and especially with clubs missing, like J-Mac could have just had, like, you know, 5-7 of clubs. He really wants to call. He wants to pay him off here.
He wants to. He's thinking about it.
$30.
He said last hand hero call. We might just do it. Oh, it's out there. Get it in there. And he's going to pay off Jason here with the
All
king.
right, J-Mac. Nice value bet.
He's going to see that Jason was ahead actually all the way.
Yeah.
Alright, everybody, they're going away.
And everyone's surprised to see J-Mac with a real hand, ace
Yeah.
queen.
You're like, dude, is that allowed?
What the?
GA on 11.
All right. So I guess that concludes Stone Survivor.
Number 3.
Event 3. Yeah, the
Number
1-2 no
3.
limit.
So we are going to find out who our winner is here in a minute. We're going to get him in the booth. You guys can talk with him, ask him a question. We're going to scoot in. Oh, actually, we're going to let this other crazy character in here. Hold on, guys.
Oh no.
Was that real?
What's up, guys?
You guys have seen this guy before, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There it
How's
is.
everybody doing?
This guy.
Thanks for joining us. This has by far been one of the most exciting Survivor games, and it's crazy because it was a there I am, caritis.
Nice.
That's my new spelling, actually.
no,
That's how I'm doing it now. We changed it for you. I appreciate that. Exciting game. Commentary was on point. You guys are great.
thanks.
Yeah, on point. Everyone with my pen. I got a new pen.
Do it.
It was really exciting going into the last voting segment. This whole match has been super close between Cali Kid, Kyle K, and Hollywood. They went into the last voting segment separated by 1 vote.
Wow.
Hollywood with 291 and Cali Kid at 290.
And that's the most votes we've had, I think, so far
That
for
is
one of these
insane.
events.
Not only was this the most viewership, but also by far the most voting. And
Wow.
our winner
Awesome.
tonight has actually set a brand new record for the total votes received on the Survivor Series, and not by a little bit, by a lot. So as we went into this last voting segment, our two heads up guys still pulling down massive votes. The runner-up in the last segment pulled 86 votes, but the winner,
Awesome,
the
guys.
guy that propelled to the top, got a surge of votes from his massive online support. A total of 153 in the final segment for most disciplined player.
Wow.
Gave him a total of 433 votes.
That's crazy.
With Hollywood trailing pretty close behind with 377. Both massive social media followings, massive support on both of these guys. And this is how you win the Survivor Series. You gotta rally your friends. You gotta get people to watch the stream, vote for you the whole way through. It really is the key, and these guys, they're starting to figure it out. They're starting to figure out this is how you win, this is how you get to event 10.
Right.
It's pretty cool.
Figuring it out by week 3. Yeah,
exactly.
makes sense.
Awesome, yeah. So without further ado, I'm going to give up my I like to say adieu.
Adieu. Adieu.
Without further ado, we're going to bring the winner in. Congratulations, Kyle. Come on in, buddy.
it, Kyle Cali Kid.
Right in that middle chair for us. Congratulations. Thanks. Good job.
What's up, dude? Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Nice.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Love it.
So is this real time?
This is real time. Everybody
Boom,
can
look at
see you.
Your name's right
What's up,
there.
guys?
Yeah, the camera's right there.
Nice.
Thank you everyone who voted. Man, that was a sweat.
Was it?
Yeah,
Well, you
dude.
killed it too
Yeah.
in the cash. I mean, the cash game, you were the biggest stack by a mile, man.
My phone was like buzzing nonstop.
I noticed
and
you were on there.
yeah, my phone's lagging right now actually.
Oh no.
And like they said I'm down by 1 vote. I was like, no.
Rally the
It's-
troops.
Really?
I think I spewed off like 300 in the last
You're like,
round.
it doesn't matter. Just give me votes.
Yeah, please, something.
I was sweating the votes way harder.
Everyone's like, he's distracted. Let's bluff him.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like,
for real.
I fold ace queen.
I went a little-
Yeah, it was great because we weren't even looking at the voting totals, but
Yeah,
we see
we
people in the
had no
chat room
idea.
talking about
Oh,
how
yeah.
close it is and it's
Right.
crazy running, and so we're just like, sweet.
Like the Hollywood guy had a lot of love. I was impressed.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks, my family, big support. All my friends back home, Instagram, Twitter. You guys are awesome. You guys are my family. Love you guys. We're gonna win this.
Rad. No, it's awesome.
Nice.
So now going to the single table free roll tournament for winner take all seat in the World Series. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah, good luck
Me
in
too.
that.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be
It
super
was a lot of
stoked.
fun watching you tonight.
And if I end up winning the seat, it's literally off a $200 buy-in.
Dude, you love it. And not to mention, they paid you. You killed it
Yeah,
tonight. So
yeah.
what was your favorite or most or weirdest or craziest hand of the night for you?
The quads was pretty cool.
Yeah, right? Oh, God.
I don't even know what he had because he didn't show it, but I didn't like want to make him show it.
Yeah, it didn't even matter, right? I mean, come
What
on,
do you got?
are you gonna be the guy who slows quads? You're like, I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
Show me your hand.
But
Yeah.
that was pretty cool though.
Oh yeah, that's right. He had 6'9" for a pair of sixes.
Okay.
I think he was just kind of putting you on 2 overs and deciding to
Yeah.
just get it in.
Yeah, he had not quads.
Not
I decided to just bet it the whole way because
Yeah, less
they were
than
making fun of me like a couple nights ago on Live at the Bike because I was slow playing and I flopped the
nice.
set and they let my friend get there on the river. So
Nice, no more.
well,
No, not
worked
again.
out. Worked
Yeah.
out
Not
for
again.
you.
That's right, and the 7 Deuce thing was fun to watch too. I figured, that adds a whole nother layer of where people are at there.
yeah, unfortunately not that many people had it though.
I know, we only saw it like 2 or 3 times, like not much,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Awesome.
absolutely rad. Well, dude, congrats again.
Thank you.
Absolutely fantastic. It's been a great show. Make sure you guys tune in next week. We got the Parliament Omaha next week, and Val's going to be commentating that one. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah, get your bios in by Wednesday at noon.
Do it.
And watch Kyle K Saturday, June 18th.
Mark your calendars.
For the single table satellite. The winner of that, winner take all, will get a $10,000 seat for the main event. So good luck.
It's going to be a lot of action, and again, congrats, buddy.
Thanks
Right
for all
on.
the
Thank you.
votes. Thanks for tuning in. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
See you guys.
Have a good
Good
one,
night.
guys.